A season defined by pressure.
Watch in, and it drops!
By moments that stun the crowds and change the standings. It started with 108 teams grinding through rolling hills, chasing just 25 spots and a chance at the draft. Here, rivalries took shape, and the stakes became real. Then came the Grass Clippings Open, the tournament that launched a movement. Packed fairways, nighttime roars, 36 holes under the lights, where legends took their first swings.
I call her the queen of golf, Mrs. Paige Spiranek.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
I'd love to hear that.
From Arizona to California, the league hit the road. Goat Hill Park pushed every franchise to their limit. New terrain, new pressure, new leaders on the board. The standings tightened. Every shot mattered. Every franchise fought for points that could change everything. 3 events, thousands of strokes, one final chance. Now, it all comes home. Grass Clippings Rolling Hills.
I'm Billy Haynes, and I'm on the Tampa Bay Swamp Dogs. I'm the #1 player in the world.
10 franchises, 4 teams each, 36 holes.
In regular best ball format, and in real golf, like one guy can kind of carry a team. In par 3 golf, scramble golf, like it's so much more of like a partner. You can't do it solo. There's no way you can go out there and shoot 19, 20 under by yourself.
5,000 points.
So now that you're coming back out to defend that title, what's the mindset?
I would say just watch the footage. Fortunately, Dan and I have been, really consistent, and it comes down to clutch putts. You don't win a grass league event by 3, 4, 5 shots. You got 36 holes, and you got to make around 20 birdies.
But I think if you think the Munis don't have talent to win an event, you're absolutely crazy. This team is loaded from start to finish. The most consistent golf out of any team is coming from the Munis. From the December event, our first event in 2024, we only had 2 people remain on the team for the 2025 season.
And will the results from the GL Championship dictate what happens in the offseason for the Muskies?
I don't want to say you're playing for a spot, but I don't know that anybody's really solidified going forward.
And it doesn't matter where you win in golf. Winning is hard. Everything has to go your way. I know we're 10 or 11 days out. I don't know what I'm walking into, man. This is one of the rare deals where I don't carry more experience than my partner.
One champion.
What's your prediction? What happens at the GL Championship this year?
We're going to go out there, and every single team is going to put up a performance, and the Munis walk away with the championship.
But there is, some talks around town about, the Swamp Dogs time has come and gone, and you guys might be a little washed up. What would you say to someone who's thinking that?
And I always go to Tigers, paint the picture, visualize what needs to happen, and focus only on that. Because you're going to have pressure, you're going to feel the nerves, and now it being on the Golf Channel, a lot of people are watching you. So if you can totally just get out of that, and just picture what you got to do.
This is the 2025 Grass League Championship, where the season ends and history begins.
Good evening, golf fans, and welcome to the Grass League, the world's first high-stakes par 3 golf league. We are under the lights for the second and final round of the crown jewel and the closing event of the 2025 season, the Grass League Championship. It promises to be a sensational Saturday night. We're just a few miles down the road from Arizona State University at the Grass Clippings Rolling Hills Golf Course. It's all par 3s, par 54. It's a short but mighty 2,700 yards. And yesterday, the 10 franchises sent 40 players out in 2-man scramble teams, and the scoring, well, we thought it was torrid yesterday, but wait till you see what we have in store for you Saturday afternoon. So glad to have your company. Ned Michaels alongside Todd Dobson and Paige Spiranek. Ricky Barnes is down on the golf course for us. And Todd, just a few moments ago, Charlie Belgian and his partner Andrew Augustiniak birdied the last hole, 16 under. They birdied 9 of their last 10 holes.
They got out to a really slow start yesterday. Big expectations for Belgium, the only PGA Tour winner in the field. And, you know, overnight everyone's like, maybe the lights were a little too bright. Here they are. Give it up for Charlie Belgian and Andrew Augustiniak. It's a heartfelt story.
And that's where it all stacks up. As we get going here, the sun's starting to fade behind the mountains. The lights are on. If you're not familiar with the Grass League, don't worry. We've got all the information. We're going to get you comfortable. Just sit back and relax and have some fun with us. There are 10 franchises from 7 different states. They send 4 two-man scramble teams out per franchise, so 40 players. 36 holes, $100,000 of prize money on the line, but of course the right to forever be known as the two-man scramble winners and champions, the team champions here. But the thing that everybody's after is the team season-long race.
Yep, every event points get allocated to the franchises, and golf needs team golf, and this is it. So there's going to be a champion tonight, but there's also a full body of work. Obviously the San Diego Munis, obviously Wyndham Clark knows what he's doing as the owner of the Munis. It's going to be closer than people think, but sure excited to see who gets to hoist that title.
And it's not traditional golf as we know it. The players aren't boxed in here with names like professional or amateur. As you all say, and as we say here at the Grass League, we're not here to define boundaries. We are here to defy them. And let's jump out to the 11th. And again, the leaderboard, 17 under. Yesterday, we saw Kevin Lucas and Matthew Ryan shoot 12 under par. There were 15 teams within 4 shots of the lead. Only 2 teams had a bogey on their card who ended up in the top 7 from yesterday. You miss a few greens, you might miss 2 or 3, but you can't afford to miss many more than that if you think you're going to have a chance. And Ricky Barnes is down on the course with this group. Ricky, you know this golf course well. What's the secret to scoring?
Putting.
Well, he said it all when he said it.
I mean, he's direct. He's direct to the point, and he's watching some of his best friends right now. You got Drew Kittleson and Drew Stoltz. I mean, I've been tough on these guys. You know, we expect excellence out of these two, and after Drew Kittleson won the inaugural event, it's been kind of a downhill slide. So I told everyone before that started, these guys are playing with a different mindset this time around.
Well, they haven't always been together. There was some separation there, some teams changing, and that's something we're starting to see now in the Grass League, right? Of the managers, the owners of these franchises are taking it extremely seriously, and it's a big deal to get a spot on one of these teams.
Yeah, I know. Maybe Paige can weigh in on this. Drew Stoltz couldn't play in the first event because he had committed to going to like a Justin Bieber or NSYNC concert in Vegas. So Drew Kittleson, Brian Hoops won the first event, but he's no longer, prioritizing pop culture bands or whatever you call that. He's fully embracing the Grass League, which is great to see.
I talked to him yesterday, and he seems fired up, and I think it might be because of a new addition to the Grass League, which is Colt Knost, his podcast co-host, who has now joined the league, and he said that they have some friendly competition going on.
All right, Ricky, we just saw that one chased by. Maybe a little too much pace.
Yeah, that was a great putt by Drew Kittleson. Now we got Stoltz. They both missed it, one high, one low. The Ruffles actually have a great look here next to him.
I'm going to jump over to the 7th, and this golf course, it twists and turns, a little bit of elevation change, and it's interesting to see which holes are the most difficult. But Paige, if you can leave it below the hole from about 8 feet, you're going to be in business all day long.
Absolutely. It's a very difficult par 3 golf course, especially when you get under the lights. It's really hard to actually read the greens. They're very subtle, and so if you leave yourself below the hole, obviously you have a better chance at making them. But I'm just loving this outfit right now.
I was going to say,
are
those joggers, or what are those?
I don't think those classify as joggers at this point.
They're capris, or what are those?
You know, he can do whatever he wants.
He can pull it off. It's Ben Herman. Kidding me? Interesting fact, everyone was asking last night, 36, what is that? You know, what is that number? Apparently there's a hockey player up at Silverleaf that his number was 36, and they were out playing, and the guy wants to be on the Swamp Dogs more than anything. And Herman said, if you can go par the first hole, you can be on the team. He misses like a 4-footer, bogeys it, not on the roster. So in memory of that, they put the 36. I was like, all right, it's tough to be a Swamp Dog.
McKenzie, and that's Paige. Exactly what you talked about. The greens are slick. Even right now, we'll see them slow down as the sun starts to fade. Gabby Ruffles to share the lead. Still a chance. Her brother has a look as the 33-year-old with stogie in mouth, Ben Herman, accumulated 75 points so far this season. Got to make this. Just had a perfect look at it. No, that was a lazy looking stroke with a lot of hope in it, Paige.
That's just not what you want to do in a scramble, especially, and they were already in for their par essentially, and so you want to give it a go.
Speaking of giving it a go, that one fooled them.
Ned, you touched upon it. You know, it's almost like kind of a bugaboo. You don't want to go off late, because by the time you get to the first tee box, you feel like you're chasing everybody, and now they're starting to play a little tight. You know, Belgian and Augustiniak are, in the crowd right now. Having fun, not worrying about much.
Now, you can have some fun around here, let me tell you.
Yes, you can. We got Big X the Plug coming on after this, which is a wild thing to fathom, but that's the Grass League, I guess, Paige, right?
That's the Grass League. We like to make it fun around here, and that's what golf should be about. I think when I think back of my most fun rounds of golf with my friends, it's playing music, having fun, and just enjoying the day. And we have a beautiful day out here, an amazing golf course, and we have music playing in the background.
But I think you can relate, obviously, you two, Ned, and maybe Ricky down there, I'm not sure, because he's always had a crowd around him. But a lot of people play golf in competitive environments, and, they'd be lucky if their parents show up, and it's really sad, And so if it's Big X the Plug, if it's George Strait, whoever it is, creating a stage, creating the environment for these guys to have a huge putt like Matt Ryan right here.
Oh, no, you didn't. You dog. I'm told that the Plug perhaps requested 2 green rooms. Is true?
No, I don't think so. I was trying to make jokes, but he deserves them.
Yeah,
I mean, have you seen how popular this guy is?
It's going to be a show. Last night, Midland played.
I mean, give it up for them. That was a great show. I mean, think about one night it's Midland, the next night it's Big X the Plug. Shoot, we might run it back and do something tomorrow night if, maybe Celine Dion's available. She'll come out, but you never know. Let's have a little fun.
I'll tell you what, Paige, this is an important putt, right? These guys were 12 under and leading yesterday, and now they're 2 shots behind, and if you miss this one, you feel like you're a mile behind.
Yeah, just not a great putt there, but I love this Lucas Ryan team. I've known them now for a bit, and the way they interact with each other is like an old married couple. And they can get a little down on each other, and that's not what you want early on. So hopefully they can rally around each other and get some birdies coming up.
Like me and you, Todd.
I was just going to say, a lot like, buddy. It's my work wife right here, up here in the booth. Oh, look at Lance and Cody. Here we go. They had a chance last year. They might do it this year.
All right, over to the 12th, where our man Ricky Barnes is standing by.
First up, we got Drew Kittleson, Drew Stoltz. Kittleson to hit first.
How's our libation intake down there with these groups?
Pretty awesome. Just talked to them both going down the 11th hole, super laid back. Both hit great shots into 11 and both missed really good looks. They could easily both be 9 under through 12.
We got Jim Strickland on the bag. He might be better than both those players, and he's caddying, which is crazy to think. And that's precisely where you want to be. That's going to be a pretty flat putt, maybe a little uphill. For two guys that, you know, claim to be the best at Whisper Rock, you'd think they'd be able to kick that in, you know?
That's a pretty strong claim.
I mean, someone was telling me the other day that people at Whisper Rock think Drew Kittleson might be better than, like, Tiger Woods or John Rahm or something. But, you know, it takes a little bit of confidence if you want to win some golf tournaments, and they are not lacking any of that. I'll tell you that much.
Let's see what we do now. Ricky, how much does it help to have seen your partner or your playing competitors hit a shot?
Well, if you just hit it where Drew Kittleson did, I'm surprised Stoltz just didn't try to make it. I think Kittleson's about 3 feet, and Stoltz will be disappointed with that one.
And we'll stay right here. We had 2 aces in this event last year. They both came on the first hole, oddly.
It is 75 yards, give or take, but it is a testy little one. So we've had a number of aces, and it seems like I'm going to make a quick prediction before we get back to this shot on 12, but I think there's going to be one on an 18 tonight. So
Did you see the announcer curse, though? Are we now not going to see one?
No, we're beyond that. It's righteous out here tonight, as Ned would say.
Oh, look,
Wow.
You almost did call it Gabby Ruffles. Don't mind if you do.
Come on. I mean, I am a massive fan of the LPGA, and Paige, back me up on this. There are superstars, and they are loaded with talent, and she might do something special tonight.
Absolutely. And one thing that you can see is that they're all playing from the same tee boxes, and they're holding their own. Gabby Ruffles is an immense talent, and you see that on the LPGA Tour, and I'm hopeful that we're going to see more LPGA players on the Grass League in the future. I've talked to a couple of them, and they played in the past, and they're playing this year, and they're like, I'm chomping at the bit to get out there and to play and to compete.
Oh, just throwing darts right now, aren't we? Couldn't agree with you more, Paige. Remember last year Allison Lee was in that playoff, so I'm with you. I think the women are really going to start to emerge as serious competitors and a threat to win some of these championships. What a gorgeous evening we have here for the final event of the 2025 Grass League season, and so glad to have your company. Ned Michaels alongside Todd Dobson and Paige Sporanic. And Todd, we've talked about it, but this is the Super Bowl. This is the big event, and you look at where the Grass League has come from to where you sit now. First of all, a hearty congratulations. But tell us what it means to you and your team to have this event.
It's going to be tough not to get choked up, Ned, but, you know, there's a lot of people involved with this. A lot of people that have really risked a lot. When we say high stakes, everyone wants to talk about money, and golf right now, that's all anybody wants to talk about. Screw that, okay? There's something different here, okay? Yeah. And if you know anything about the NBA, you'll get this quote, okay? A shoe is just a shoe until someone steps into it, and then it has meaning. Then it has meaning. There's meaning here. You can feel it on the grounds, and somebody's going to step into some shoes tonight, the Grass League shoes, and might just change their life, Paige.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of the golfers come from very diverse backgrounds, and a lot of them have played at the highest level, and this is kind of their second time to really compete and to get those juices flowing. And you could tell how much it means to all of them, and honestly how much fun that they're having, because playing golf competitively at the highest level is not easy, emotionally, financially, physically. And so a lot of them are like, it's fun to be out here and to compete, and it's made golf exciting for them when before they put the clubs away, they didn't even want to play anymore, and now they're having this new opportunity. And not only that, how many people are coming out to support, to maybe see golf for the very first time. And I know we're all bonded by that, is growing the game of golf and bringing it to new eyes, because we all love the sport so much and we want to share it with as many people as possible, and the Grass League is doing that.
It's a place where if you had dreams that had dried up, that had gone to the graveyard, they can be resurrected, they can be reinvigorated right here at the Grass League. And it's not just the two-man scramble teams that we're playing for and going to crown that champion, but so Todd, help our viewers understand all the different entities of what we're looking at tonight.
Yeah, so just like your average golf tournament, you're going to have a winner. You know, right now we're looking at a leaderboard where, you know, it's Belgian and Augustiniac and Affronti in India. But also in the background, after these tournaments, there's points distributed to the franchises. And at the end of the year, someone will win. And with that comes a lion's share of the revenue pool from the league, just like your average NBA, NFL operates the same way. So there's a big component there. But I think the coolest part that kind of helps explain that is, you know, all these guys, even if they're local or flying in for this, most teams have like their own team house. And it's like, I mean, I am so jealous. I go home and I got my kids and my wife, love Mrs. Dobson, love the kids. But I'm like, I want to be at one of these team houses. Like, you know, it's crazy. And they're all so jacked up, so happy to be here. And it's just so fun to watch, to be honest.
And good golf. Let's get back to it for birdie. Just a little kiss. Oh, yeah, right in the heart. And threads the needle for another 2 at the 12th. Stoltz and Kittleson on the march, tied for the lead with a lot of real estate still to go. And the sun starting to fade now. It's behind the mountains. It's going to get a little chilly, and the greens might start to slow down. And there are the live standings. And what's interesting about this is you look at last year's, how it stacked up in the end. You're taking essentially the bottom 2 or 3 teams, and they're now at the top.
Things change quickly, and you know, I don't want to jump into it too much because you brought up all of this, but there's going to be some rumor mills after this. You know, guys won't play that well. There's going to be owners walking around property, you know, poking at guys. Hey, what's your contract with you know, the Strikers or with the Roses or whatnot? Hey, why don't we get lunch tomorrow? You know, I heard Dave Roberts didn't call you back, or I heard Dave Roberts wants to talk with you. So there's a whole different component as Gabby Ruffles. And speaking of Dave Roberts, he owns the Los Angeles Roses. And he knows how to win.
Gabby Ruffles doing it by herself. Her brother Ryan's on the mix as well. Look at all the 2s. My goodness, they're 17 under. They are tied for the lead. And guess what? Lights are on.
My world brand new. Just do what I do. What it looks like. Good life, just cruise. Better vibes, better views. Yeah, kick it on back like we on vacation. Get them on their feet like I stand in ovation. Switch it up, let me see you get up and shake it. Shake it. Soak up the sun, rinse and repeat. Coming in looking like a VIP. It's a good time, yeah, say la vie. Living my best life.
It was a weird day because you qualified at night. Some guys didn't finish till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
This is different from what we were expecting.
I have a lot of experience under my belt. This is one of the coolest things I've ever done now.
Next thing we know, we shot 7 or 8 under and we were ready to go for the draft. The lights came on, the TVs came up, and I can see the guys on the Swamp Dogs. They're all looking at us. Lo and behold, the first people ever drafted before we get drafted up for to become the first pick, and he paid for us to have it. So it was an honor. It was really cool.
At that moment, I was just like, this is what I've been looking for. And this is that one thing to bring out my passion of golf.
The Grass League is really an opportunity we never thought was going to be on our career path.
We're just, normal guys just like them that have, most of these guys have day jobs, sell insurance,
We knew that we belonged in this league. We knew that we deserved to have a spot. We probably have some of the best chemistry in the league for sure.
We were drafted to a team where we felt like we fit better.
Being from Southern California, the Munis was a team that we really wanted to be a part of.
You feel it being on this team. You need to perform, if you want to stay on this team and you want to stay on the top.
I love the action. I love the fist pumps. I love it. I can see myself in this league for the next 10 years and being a part of it and being a part of the team.
2 people, completely different backgrounds, playing under the same franchise, competing against players that played in the Masters, all these different major tournaments, and the scores are right there next to each other. I don't know anywhere else, in any sport where you can have that. It's pretty cool.
You don't have to be, cookie cutter, right? Like you can show a little bit of personality, you can show more emotion.
Out there is a lot of fun. It's a good combination of team atmosphere, golf, competitive, like extremely competitive.
This experience tops any other experience I've ever had with golf. Everybody in this league has had such a different, life experience with golf, but we're all here competing against each other,
Being on Golf Channel, that just brings back, growing up, right? Watching Tiger back in the day.
I'll probably put together some group chat with 100 people in there and just let them know that I'll be on the Golf Channel today. Go check it out. So,
the opportunity to hit shots on a national broadcasted channel is pretty exciting. Got to hit some good shots. Don't want to be hitting anything bad on live TVs.
I call this the baby brother of the waste management. Really, better not chunk that thing, or else you're just getting booze.
It's the Grass League, and it's just pure of excitement, it's pure of action, it's pure of fire.
Our talent is definitely very robust, and I think it's our time this tournament. Pretty simple, catch us if you can, but the Munis are here to take it home.
Everyone that didn't think that I was good, better tune in.
Good luck, boys, you're gonna need it.
Well, a summary indeed of what it means to be on one of the franchises here at the Grass League. And Todd Dobson, as you say, if you're good enough, we'd love to have you.
If you can make it, we'd love to have you. If you're good enough, that's a whole nother thing, because each franchise sees it differently. But at the end of the day, everyone's welcome here. If you can make it, we'd love to have you.
And the silhouette of Gabby Ruffles at the 13th coming down the hill.
Oh, it's so good. Go in.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Gabby Ruffles feeling it right now.
Great job. Awesome, Gabby.
What an amazing swing by Gabby. I watched her a little bit yesterday, and she is a machine. She does not miss, and I think she's been freeing her brother up, and he's making it really easy.
And quickly over to the 7th. Lucas and Ryan, and there's all kinds of storylines with these two. Let's see first, though, if they can crawl within one of the lead.
Wow. He's been putting better as of late, and you would know best about his putting history page. Not to get negative like we said we wouldn't on this broadcast, but you want to add a little color on Matt Ryan's putting quest?
Unfortunately, Matt Ryan has struggled with his putting and chipping, and he's tried to hold that putter every which way. We're doing crosshand, traditional claw, reverse claw. I mean, he's done it all. He's even been chipping reverse, but he's been actually putting really, really well, and we're not seeing it tonight.
Well, it's a good thing they still have the back nine. There's plenty of holes left, but again, as you always say, Ned, it feels like as every hole goes, it's fleeting. You know, you're running out of opportunities, and I know in the back of Kevin Lucas's head, he knows this needs to go in.
New to the league this year, and right into the spotlight after that 12 under yesterday. Yeah, the pocket punch. That one meant a little something, you know it.
Little mojo right there. Look at that. I mean, come on. That's what it's all about. He's got a job. He worked vault leverage, and he's fired up. Gosh.
13th. And check in with Kittleson and Stoltz, excuse me, and Ricky Barnes. This is at the farthest point of the property here. A little chilly now with the sun going down out there, Ricky?
Yeah, we're at the edge of Papago Park. Drew Kittleson actually had a great shot, pin high, at about 16, 18 feet. And then Gabby Ruffles absolutely almost made it. So they need to keep pace here between Kittleson and Stoltz to keep up with the Ruffles. Theirs is pretty much good.
And this little horseshoe of 12, 13, 14, and 15, some of the most difficult holes on the golf course, especially that feisty 15th. This is for the lead. Oh, Ricky, that had to have looked like it was going in the whole time.
You could see by the body language he liked it.
A lot of confidence down there on that green, right, Ricky?
I think all four have the confidence that I wish I had when I was on tour.
You had a tremendous amount of confidence. At least you carried yourself like you did.
The frosty tips.
A man with frosted tips better have some confidence.
Yeah.
Plenty of pace. Matter of fact, way too much pace.
Ned, I think the coolest part about this right here is, like, with all that confidence that's on that green, Gabby Ruffles steps up and just stuffs it right in there, and she arguably might be the best player on that tee box. And any other golf course, the subconscious wouldn't think that, but these gals can play, and they're so fun to watch.
Well, she and her brother, their swings were studied for how technically sound they were. And of course, growing up in Australia, and they have that great program, the Australian golf program, that takes young players and cultivates them early. But these two, and they were phenoms, Paige.
Phenoms for sure. And actually come from a very athletic family. Tennis was a big part of their life. And we have a birdie there for Gabby.
And for the lead, it is Ricky Barnes. Talk to me.
Well, another birdie by the Ruffles. Obviously, Kittleson, I just talked to him. He loved the line of his putt. I caught him on the 11th tee box, and I haven't heard Drew Stoltz or Drew Kittleson say this much, but they said this girl is slotted. That was the first time they had the box on the 11th tee going over, because they birdied 10 and the Ruffles did not. But as you can see on the 13th green, they're keeping pace, and now the Kittleson and Stoltz group needs to chase them down.
The real deal. Has been for a long time. She's not going to wilt under pressure, folks. You can bet on that.
When we get back to them, we'll talk about her tennis career. I mean, talk about talent, folks. And we were talking about the putting woes about Matt Ryan that if he's rebounded from. That just shows you how good of a ball striker he is. And everyone out here, Skins games on Wednesday nights, are like, well, Matt Ryan's playing, he's going to have an ace.
Well, that's why they're such a great scramble team, because he'll hit it close, and then he has his partner back him up on putting.
Yeah, Kevin Lucas is not afraid to blow it 25 feet by on every putt. And he can't make it if you leave it short, as
that looked like he may have squeezed that out to the left. That was dare I say, a cold hosel rocket.
And credit to the Golf Channel, you know what I mean? You put a name on a TV broadcast, put the bunny ears up and everything, and people lose their mind. This guy played at the highest level, he just shanked it, but don't count them out. I'll tell you that. Do not count them out.
We've all been there. I mean, come on now.
It's Golf Channel's fault, I'll tell you that much.
That may be the lousiest shot I've seen in Grass League from somebody who's at the top of the leaderboard. But he's got a partner.
I might need to leave the booth and go talk to him real quick to keep them together. But, I mean, they played on the Corn Ferry Tour for 8 years between the two of them. I mean, they'll shrug it off.
But, Paige, as you were talking about it earlier, you don't want to put your partner under this much pressure.
No, he's feeling it. He backed off already. You can tell that the nerves are going, but you know who's not going to shank? Gabby Ruffles.
No. That looked like it was out to the right. And it was. That is a fortunate bounce, but definitely a product of his partner. Can't even say it, can you?
No, the golf gods were like, we'll give you a favorable bounce after that hosel rocket.
Hole high as well. 5:35 local time. I would say it's well into happy hour, but Paige, it's been happy hour since well before noon today. It's been a party that started yesterday and it has been rolling, continues down the tracks.
Like they say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Last tee time here on a day that we're not having a tournament is 10:50 p.m. So, you know, do things a little different here.
One thing about these tee times that are quite difficult is they do start when the sun is up, and then the sun goes down, it gets dark, you're underneath the lights, and it does take a little bit of time for your eyes to adjust to playing under the lights.
Yeah, we played golf the other night with Steve Smith Sr., the old wide receiver, and he was taking his sunglasses off, had, you know, eye surgery or whatnot, and it was all flustered, but he still played well, though.
Did you just call Steve Smith old? Did I hear that right?
No, the fact that it was senior?
Yeah, you said the old wide receiver.
Oh, I mean, no longer retired. I don't know what you call it. I mean, don't get me in trouble.
He's still a unit.
He scares me. Yeah, do not get me in trouble here, Ned.
All right, over to the 14th. Okay, Ryan Ruffles liked it.
I mean,
leaning a little bit.
Wouldn't it be something, Paige, if Gabby ran away with it? You know, Ryan and Gabby ran away with it. I mean, there's, what, 3 girls in the field? And one of the pairings runs away with it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but they look like they are. Look at the smiles on Ryan over there. Big fan of his. But we got guys like Kittleson who are still in a t-shirt, still in a collared shirt, and I'm wearing like 5 layers up here in the booth.
He might have enjoyed some of the beverages at the turn. That's keeping him warm. Ricky, what are we hitting here? What clubs do you think we're working with?
Probably 9 irons, maybe a hard wedge. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, hard wedges. That's why you see a little spin late.
Gotta love having Ricky down there, just, you know, just dialed into golf, checking everything, talking to his boys. He's down there in the dugout.
You got to
with the
partake
boys.
in the game, you know. You got to be. Hey, if they're taking a sip, you're taking a sip. If they're taking a puff, well, maybe not that, but you know what I mean.
Hey, Ricky, how bad do you want to be playing right now?
Well, if they didn't suspend me for a year, I'd probably be out already. I got asked during the member at Whisper Rock, but can't really do that right now. They treat it just like if you got like I said, a 3 or 4 year contract with Liv.
Well, as we like to say, if you can make it, we'd love to have you, Ricky.
Center of the green, that was conservative. 18 under par. The Ruffles, Gabby and Ryan, are leading by 1, and they are rolling. They just keep hitting it close to the hole. They haven't had to putt from outside of 6 feet.
Sunday, 1 p.m.
Hold up. Are you still booking tee times on Golf Now without Golf Pass? Gopher!
The best way to book on Golf Now is as a Golf Pass member.
Right. Members get credits to spend on Golf Now tee times at thousands of courses, skip booking fees, and more, saving hundreds.
Rory!
Plus, there are Golf Pass shows and lessons too, like Ask Rory.
So they just call our name and we appear?
Yeah, you get used to it.
When it comes to choosing a law firm, you have options, but choosing the right one can make all the difference. At Shapiro Law Team, we specialize in personal injury cases. With over 200 years of combined experience, we know the laws inside and out. Don't trust just anyone with your case. Trust the experts who will fight for your rights. It's your case, your recovery, your justice.
It's not about hype or luck. It's about optimization. To live stronger, think clearer, perform better. At Game Day Men's Health, that's the standard. From testosterone optimization and peptide therapy to ED and performance, our science-backed treatments help men reach their full potential. With over 400 clinics across North America, we've got you covered. Because when life demands you at your best, every day is game day.
Welcome back to the 2025 Grass League Championship, the final event of the season. It's all up for grabs, the season-long race for the team championship. The championship here, as well as the two-man scramble format. So 3 different awards will be handed out, but the one you really want is that team championship, Todd Dobson, that lasts all season long.
All season long. It's going to be a great 2026 season. We're going to be expanding and healthy growth here at the Grass League. But, Ned, I got a question for you. You broadcast all over the world and go to the Masters and do all the crazy stuff. Look at this leaderboard. Does this stress you out?
It stresses me out because when I looked at the hole locations earlier, I thought, well, they might go difficult. Instead, they've gone, I think, accessible, and the golf course is being taken advantage of right now. So it's a different kind of stress. It's you have to make birdies versus you can afford a couple of pars.
Yeah, and we're over here talking about Gabby Ruffles, and rightfully so, but then you look down the list, you got Colt Knost, you got Tori Edwards, you got Hunter Epson, Ryder Epson, Joe Affronti, even though he's in the clubhouse. Anybody can win this.
So 18 under is right now the lead. This to tie. But we just saw it. It's a big breaker page. This is a tricky putt.
This is probably going to feel like a must-make for them going against the Ruffles right now.
Paige, would you say they're a little nervous or a little intimidated by Gabby Ruffles?
They're vibing right now, and it's hard to play against a team that just seems like they're lights out and can't miss.
A connected team is a dangerous team.
How about that setting?
Beautiful. It's a painting. Andrew Yoon, the old Stanford alum. 3rd in scoring average behind Tiger Woods. I heard him and Patrick Rogers. So, oh no.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, nearly an ace. We thought we'd see at least one, and it might come here at 18. There's a little ridge, a little bumper off to the right.
It's good to see John Shin finally smiling. There he is. That personality was bound to come out.
Grass League has a way of doing that, doesn't it, partner?
Yeah, can get you in trouble. You can have a little too much fun out here, folks.
No, there's no such thing as too much fun. Come on.
Back to the face of the Grass League, Gabby Ruffles. I got you, sis. Think about that. I got you, sis. Like, how cool is that? I mean, I love my sister. I wish she was a little bit better at golf, but this is really cool.
I know we've been talking about Gabby a lot, but Ryan has really paved his own path, especially in the golf media space. He started a golf YouTube group called The Lads with Jason Day, and they really have taken off this year, and he's doing his part.
And they are so fun to watch. If you ever get the chance to watch their content, Bat, Jason Day, Ryan Ruffles. And, Ryan Ruffles has one of the cooler stories in that, earlier I told him, the only more famous person in the field is Gabriella Ruffles. But you know, I remember growing up, he was the next Tiger Woods. He played in 7 exemptions into the PGA Tour in the same year, which is the most you can have, and he was destined to be the next Tiger Woods, but he might just be the Tiger Woods of the Grass League as years go by. But it's just so fun. And back to Gabriella Ruffles, she was the #1 amateur tennis player in Australia before she gave it up to go play golf and then got a scholarship to USC. I'm like, what? It's like, go put the basketball down, pick up a football, I'm going to Oklahoma. It's like, what
to be that good at so many things. It's like Steph Curry. It's like, just stop, okay? Leave something for the rest of us.
It's embarrassing. Gosh.
Just want to be good at something. I don't even want to be world class.
And she's the first Australian to win the women's US Am back in 2018, and then she top 10 in a major this year. She is.
I want to be her.
Same here. She's in her prime right now, folks.
Then I'll know what it's like to hit the center of the club face.
Last hope here for birdie. No, up and out of it early. I'd never had a chance. And speaking of Australia, that's Australian Open going on. Big event that Rory McIlroy and Adam Scott and the likes are vying for the final round in the wind. Let's get caught up because it has been a little out of control. Today, the Ruffles 10 under. 12 under yesterday, that was the lead. It was matched today by 2 teams, and that's record setting.
Well, no one's shot 13 under. That 12 under's been done by Hunter Epson and Ryder Epson, who are in the mix right now. They did that over at Oceanside. And, you know, we've been saying it for a while. Someone's going to shoot 13 under. Could be tonight.
Could be tonight. 12 under the low here.
Yep.
Grass clippings, rolling hills. So now 3 teams have matched that mark, and it was like Roger Bannister when he broke the 4-minute mark on the mile. You just keep pushing the envelope, and eventually you're going to get right through it. And you know, you make an ace at the last 11 under, you'll do it in dramatic fashion. There's Colt Knost.
We forgot Colt's plan.
You know, an interesting developing story here with Colt Knost. He is trying to get his amateur status back, and a win here might not help him.
Yeah, I heard maybe there were some rumors that it was denied or something. Maybe it was some fake tweet or something, but
I think it was.
You said false to that.
Yes.
Okay, false to that. Yeah. Any more wins would not help him. He should, seriously, it's crazy.
The rumor is, at least the teams, has not been an official statement released, but that he's playing as an amateur, which of course I said that whatever you guys say, but you know, that's the point of this league. It does not matter. We don't put you under a moniker of amateur or professional. You're a par 3 player. You're here, part of the Grass League.
It's like my dad said when I was growing up, and I'd get all mad and sad about making a bogey or something, and he goes, nobody cares. Golf doesn't owe you anything. Just put the ball in the hole, you know?
You need a hug.
I need a hug.
Yeah.
I need a hug, man.
You've mentioned that.
It was a rough upbringing. No, I'm very blessed. But Torrey Edwards, I asked him last night, what's the difference between a pro and an amateur? Because I go, you've shot 58 twice in competition. 58, and he's an amateur. And he looks at me and he just points at his head. Just the mindset. It's the only difference. And I'm like, I'm about to run through a wall for you, Torrey. And he's right in it. He's one back.
Oh, just sit back and admire this. What a scene, what a swing. This is the toughest hole in the golf course. It's a Donald Ross-esque kind of design, and if you miss this little bitty target, balls are propelled away from the green, and they actually run a good 15 or 20 yards. So this is a enormous shot for the Ruffles.
Yeah, we're going to want to stay here for Kittleson and Stoltz, too, because, you know, the first time Kittleson and Stoltz played together, you know, I was thinking they're going to run away with it. And somehow they found a way to double bogey this hole in a scramble format.
I remember that. It was a vomit is what it was. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I chunked the chip, missed a little 3-footer. I mean, it was a... All right, head to the barn.
We're going to hear it from Stoltz on that, but I think they've turned it around.
Now, I don't know if he caught it, Paige.
Looks like it's going to be perfect. Oh, there you go. That's what we're talking about. Why this green is so difficult out here.
back over to the 17th, Harrington. His first share. Oh, didn't do it. Never came back to the left. So it'll be up to Colt.
So when they joined the Grass League, you know, not too long ago, I had the pleasure to go play with Scott and Colt. And I kept saying, Colt, you know, we all know everything you've done in golf, but I'm worried about you guys. Are the lights going to be a little too bright? Sure enough, Jimmy, you know, co-founder of the Grass League, and I played them, and we lost 7 down for the record. So, you know, it's not as if we scared him. But this afternoon, before he teed off, he said the lights are a little bright, and you can see it right there.
That's not a putt that Colt normally misses. He is a fantastic putter. Played a match against him, and I shot, you know, a 71. He shot a 63. Never had a shot. Never had a shot.
It's different at the Grass League, Ned. It's not easy.
No, neither is this hole. Good environment, though, Ricky.
Awesome environment out here. Now Drew Stoltz.
Redemption tour for Stoltz.
Yeah, nice golf swing there. See if he likes it.
I mean.
So there's an announcer down there on the 15th that he's going to get form tackled if he keeps going the way he is. He's encouraging the fans to boo, and if you miss the green, he heckles you.
Yeah, I guess
I need a name.
It's a little bit of a Savannah Bananas. It's actually the old closer of the Diamondbacks, Archie Bradley. Think about that.
The lead, it's the Ruffles, the brother and sister duo. They're 18 under par. Tempe, Arizona, that's where we are. The sun is now firmly behind the mountains. The lights are up, and so is the pressure. Final round of the Grass League Championship, final event of the season. And the Ruffles, the brothers and sister, 18 under. They're over at the tricky little 15th. This thing is dicey. Ricky Barnes is down there. This will be Stoltz and Kittleson first to play.
Drew Kittleson first to chip. Oh, what a great chip, right in the heart. Gives Drew Stoltz now a putter in the hand to give it a free run. Obviously, Kittleson chipped it. Frees up Stoltz here with the putter. Probably about a 25-footer up the hill. Going to break about a foot right to left.
Hey, Ricky, when they leave, you know, with all the trash talking Archie Bradley's doing down there, you might as well go over there and ask him what does it feel like being the 5th best baseball player on that hole right now.
And maybe the 3rd or 4th best golfer on this hole as well.
Got Josh Colementor, the guy known for throwing axes to learn to pitch for the Diamondbacks, is in the crowd over there.
Oh, yes, sir. A foot and a half a break from off of the green. And Stoltz buries it. Tied for the lead.
Are you not entertained?
There we go. By the way, the reception in the gala affair earlier this week, Thursday evening, holy smokes, that was something.
Gila Rivers Resorts and Casinos. I mean, gosh, it's you know, the employees there, they come up to us and go, we're family. And I'm like, are you serious? And what they did in their event center was nothing short of incredible. You know, they had 10 different meals. Each meal was one for each franchise. So you had like Dallas had like ribs or something, and I don't really know food very well. Hollywood had like spaghetti shrimp or something. But long story short, they are great partners, and they allow us to do what we're doing tonight. And without them, you know, it'd be a little bit tougher. So we are so fortunate to them, and that event was awesome.
Ruffles. Oh, now she's giving her brother something to worry about. That one's a good, 5 or 6 feet past.
Yeah, he would have liked to see that cozy up a little bit better, just like Kittleson did for Stoltz. Now he's got to be a little careful, but I think to go out and, get this victory, you still got to give this a run here.
On the way, holding the finish, trying to walk it home. Drills the flag and it drops. You rarely see both teams make birdie at 15. High five, low fives, haymakers. Big time stuff from Ryan Ruffles.
Are you not jacked up right now? Are you kidding me? Golf is back, baby. Come on.
Better than ever. He didn't even get his golf ball. It's still in the hole. He said, sister, go get that.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, sis.
A la Jordan Spieth, Michael Greller. Somewhere in there is DJ Lance. Can't see him because he's in the camo.
These guys are within striking distance.
Great shot there from DJ.
Yesterday, Will Kropp, they were 1 over par through the first 8 holes yesterday. They birdied the last 10 holes coming home.
Little spark. There's Lucho, his caddy that he found on the first team down in Argentina when he won on the Latin America tour. He said, hey, looking for a loop. He said, Senor, yes, that's me. And he might be the nicest human being out there. And he flew out here for the Grass League event. Again, 10 birdies in a row last night. Could be something starting up right now.
I'm going to take credit for that, by the way. As soon as we were done, I went out and I caught up with him on 8, and I gave a little pep talk. Essentially said, boys, what? You're 1 over through 8. What are you doing? I need 2 birdies in a row, and then 10 later, I saw him in the bar. I was, of course, having a meal and a big glass of water, and they were in there enjoying their 10 birdies in a row. But you asked for 2 and you got 10, he said.
There is nothing Will Kropp cannot do, and I know John Ashworth and the entire Goat Hill community are anxiously watching this broadcast, and I can just imagine they're all in the pro shop over at Goat Hill erupting when Will Kropp comes on and makes it. It just gives me goosebumps thinking about it. We learned a lot from John Ashworth this summer. I think you guys can say the same thing. It's really special, great people over there, and we're fortunate to have Will Kropp in this league now.
You said it all when you said it. Nose didn't like it. He might have flared it out to the right. Did he get a good bounce? Yeah, he sure did. That putt, though, we've seen it through the history here as a liar, Paige. No one.
Little tickler on that one.
Nobody makes that one.
And this is the cool part again. I always like to say this about par 3 golf. They're 2 back and they got 1 hole to go. Why not just hit it once? Just put it in the hole, Scott. He's played at the highest level for how long?
Easy enough.
Yeah.
not in love with it. Looked like he was trying to shave it from left to right. Might have hit the hosel again. And that one will not come back off the grandstand. You know, you looked at the lead 12 under yesterday. We look at where it is now. It's at 19. The Ruffles with a little bit more real estate to cover. I kind of thought 21 under would be the winning score. I don't know if I feel really confident in that right now.
I was going to say, I don't know what you felt, Paige, but 19 under has been the lowest anyone's gotten to, and it seemed like they really had to play well to get to that. And I was like, maybe 20 under, but the way these guys are playing, shoot, you know, 25 under is not off the table at this point.
It was 19 under that played off here last year.
And here we go. We haven't talked about these guys.
Yep.
You know, Tony Hendricks and Joe Neuheisel. And if you know anything about football, sports, or anything, or you're not living under a rock, Rick Neuheisel is the dad of Joe Neuheisel. And one of the best college football stories this year was Rick Neuheisel's son, the OC for UCLA. They beat at Penn State. He gets carried off the field and all that stuff. And, you know, Rick Neuheisel's crying on the broadcast. And I talked to him this afternoon. I called him and said, hey, just want to know, is there anything I should know about your son? He said, he's really loving team golf. That's something he's going to thrive under. And it's sure coming out. They're about to make the turn, and they still have a shot.
I've had the pleasure of knowing Rick for a while now through some of the work we do over on a variety of golf, and he's such a big golfer, but ran into him when Joe had almost qualified for the U.S. Open. Ended up being first alternate, but we embraced, and he was coming out of the shop, and you would have thought he bought the entire merch shop at the U.S. Open.
Just a classic dad.
Classic dad, that's right.
I mean, I got 3 boys of my own, and they're really young, and I mean, they're playing flag football and stuff, and I'm going absolutely nuts. Never thought I'd be that type of parent. I can only imagine if you had a son that's, you know, in the final group here at the Grass League Championship, or, you know, offensive coordinator for UCLA. I'm jealous of him, and he's a good golfer, too, so.
Todd, you were mentioning team golf and how important that is. And golf is such an individual sport, and there's very few times throughout their career where they get to play team golf. A little bit in college, and then if you're lucky enough to play a Solheim Cup or a Ryder Cup. But team golf is so much fun. And I think so many people choose to maybe go to different sports instead of golf because they love that team environment and that atmosphere. And I think this might encourage more people to get into the game because it's just the best when you have someone who has your back.
You said it perfectly. You know, my best memories in sports growing up are my teammates and coming together, you know, losing the game and sitting in the locker room saying, hey, we got this next one. I got you. And the cool part about that even further, too, is now there's owners of these franchises making decisions on who should play. And I always quote this guy because it rings true to this day. Herb Brooks, you know, Miracle on Ice. He's, hey, Craig, I'm not looking for the best ones. I'm looking for the right ones. How cool is that?
Well, this girl, she is definitely one of the right ones, isn't she, Ricky?
Yeah, Gabby first, back left pin 150.
See the greens firming up a little bit here now.
Yeah, I thought that was going to actually bounce soft, given that it's kind of tucked away and there's some shade. I would have thought it was going to be more receptive.
It's a makeable putt back there. That's pretty flat. It's not a, you know, given it's not on the green, it's very makeable. I can't get over how good these girls are. It's crazy. And the story about, you know, why is Allison Lee not playing? She got second last year. And it's just so unfortunate, but back to the whole team golf page, which is so cool. Andrew Carlton, the GM of the Auto Aces, told all his guys that, hey, if we win the summer grind, you all have a spot on the roster for the GL Championship. And so I called him and said, where's Allison Lee? He said, I'm a man of my word. It's just, oh, here we go. But it's unfortunate that she's not playing, but believe me, she'll be playing in future events because she is really, really good, as we saw last year.
Absolutely. There's a big debate on social media if a male scratch golfer could be an LPGA player. And most of them are saying, yeah, I could absolutely do it. And I'm like, no, you cannot. These girls are so incredibly good. I was out at an LPGA event recently, and not only are they just dialed in with their wedges and their irons, they're hitting their driver 280. It's insane.
Can you hit the ball 280 right now, Ned?
Can I what?
Hit the ball 280 with your driver?
Downwind in the heat, maybe.
But was it, Tiger Woods, Earl Woods always said, we're going to start in to out, the scoring zone. You got to be good here if you want to win championships. Yeah. And the girls, that's where they're the best. It's crazy, and people just don't realize it. And
well, let's throw it down to a man who has played on tour and has played at the highest level, Ricky Barnes. And Ricky, what are your thoughts, man? Do you think a male scratch amateur can beat a top-level LPGA player?
A male's dead scratch, that's where the levels come into play, right? A level scratch golfer, probably not. I think you need to be in the plus 2, 3, 4 range to think that you can maintain a card on the LPGA Tour. As we said, when I caught this group of Kittleson and Stoltz, I mean, I don't see these guys, pat people on the back very much, and they said this girl's slotted very good, putts it unbelievable. I think the difference is the height that you see on these shots from the guys coming in from, 150, 155. But no, a dead scratch golfer going across is not going to maintain on the LPGA. A plus 2, 3, 4, maybe.
An emphatic answer from our man on the ground, Ricky Barnes, who's losing his voice because it has been electric in this group. Let's revisit what happened back on the 15th. Again, one of the hardest holes on the golf course. Who needs to hit the green? I can still make birdie. Look at them all.
See Kittleson in the background, to be young again.
And then Ryan Ruffles' page, he was the last one standing, had to have it.
That's a Tiger-esque reaction right there. You can just tell how much this means to both of them.
Guys, if we keep showing these highlights, I'm going to leave the booth and go grab my sticks. This is, I'm chomping at the bit right now.
Things are getting a little unstable now. The electricity really starting to pump through the lights. Let's take a breath, take a minute, and take a look at the leaderboard. 19 under leads. How far back is too far back? A lot of real estate left for some of those who teed off towards the end of the tee sheet. And this is the one. This putt, it's almost unmakeable for some reason, Paige.
I think, again, it comes down to the lights. It just looks like it's going to do something that it just doesn't do.
Look at Colt. You don't think it meant something to him, those last two putts, the one that lipped out on 17 and then this one here? I mean, he's looking at the leaderboard to the left here, and he's either admiring himself or he's a little bit upset that they didn't quite get to the top of the board.
There's some side action with Stoltz that I think he's going to be a little disappointed he is not right up next to him.
That podcast on Monday is going to be a little interesting.
So right now it's the Ruffles whose names are up in the neon lights. $16 in the foreground, 18 in the background, and that's where it is going to all come undone. It did last year, you remember.
So how could you forget? And you were saying, this putt by Colt Knost, it's almost unmakeable. I think there's a guy that would disagree with you. Billy Haynes, one of the greatest putts I've ever seen.
Billy Haynes was 45 feet away on the back of the green at 18. Oh my, that was improbable to say the least.
For those that missed what happened last year, maybe you can give them a quick little rundown.
Yeah, so again, there was Allison Lee and Trey Kidd, and they finished first, leaders in the clubhouse at 19 under par. And Billy Haynes and Dan Buckner stepped up to 18 at 18 under par, one back. Had to make birdie, put it right in there to 8 feet downhill slider, makes it, looks at the crowd, goes, let's go. They go back to 18 tee box, and Allison Lee puts it to 8 feet. Buckner puts it to the back of the green, and Billy Haynes chunks it. Okay, and so a betting man would be like, okay, well, this it was fun, you know, Allison Lee's gonna run away with this. And sure enough, Billy Haynes makes the 45-footer, heard around the world, and then Allison Lee and Trey Kidd lipped out. It was quite the entertaining finish there, Ned.
It was divine, as they said. Okay, another one perhaps? Come on, right in the center. Yes, you can. They lead by 2. That's a big margin in this format, folks. Yeah, all smiles.
So there's a young photographer that's working with us this week, and he got a great picture of her last night, and he came up and gave it to me. He goes, do you think I could get her to sign it? I think the value of that picture is worth a little bit more now, Ned.
It's not lights out, it's lights on for the Ruffles duo. They are filling it up, feeling it.
I've watched Gabby play on the LPGA quite a bit, and she's very serious. And so it's really fun to watch her just have a huge smile on her face and just having the best time out here.
If you could take that mentality, it sounds so easy. Why don't you just play like this with this kind of joy? Well, she's sharing the joy, right? That's the camaraderie, the fellowship of this league. But that was a good roar. The screen's kind of tucked back away, and there aren't typically, Ricky, too many fans around it, but that definitely would have resonated.
Look at Stoltz in the back. He's just like, we can't get a leg up on these guys.
This is a must make.
Yeah.
I would think in the background, I Like Money playing. That might help your putting.
Yeah, definitely. And back to the Gabby Ruffles and Ryan Ruffles. It's one thing to have a playing partner to keep you in. It's another to have your sibling. You know what I mean? How cool is that? I sure hope the Ruffles family is watching it wherever they may be, probably in Australia.
Well, this has got to be pretty straight in, doesn't it? Maybe a little bit from his heels to his toes.
It'd help if he gets it there.
Misread it. Opposite ends of the spectrum, the joy and adulation for Gabby and Ryan, and then the disappointment, the dejection for Stoltz and Kittleson, 2 behind with 2 to play, up against it in a major way. And let's quickly slide up to the 18th, the Hollywood hitters.
That swing, that's an amateur golfer. Stephen Hamilton, jeez. Wow. Amateur golf is...
Tell you what, if the Ruffles can birdie 17 and 18, they may just put this thing on ice.
Well, I'm going to cut you off there now for a second.
You would.
And just say, you know, if you look down the leaderboard, you got like a Lucas Ryan that are on 10 right now.
I understand.
And so I agree with you. That would probably seal the deal in most cases, but there could be that, you know, unbelievable storybook back 9 for Lucas and Ryan waiting, even though he had a shank on the front 9.
Stop saying
I know. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
I think if you get it to 22 under, you've got a good chance. But to your point, there's still a lot of holes left for those who are the leaders or close to the top of the leaderboard overnight.
And so you'll notice Ryan Ruffles' hat. He's wearing an LA Dodgers hat. And again, I think we've talked about it ad nauseum, but Dave Roberts, a guy who knows how to win. He's won back-to-back World Series championships, might have the most impressive roster in baseball history, is the owner of the Roses. And again, he just somehow, you know, he steals a base in Boston, reverses the curse. He goes to the Dodgers, makes them just the greatest franchise of all time, and somehow he just sneaks into golf, and we're watching the Roses with a 2-shot lead.
I just need him to like put his hand over my clubs, put some good vibes his way.
Yeah.
Definitely not her best strike. Have to lean on her brother now. Temperature dropping. You can feel it starting to get a little bit cooler. So you might have to take that into account when you start running the equations for your distances. Looks like maybe a big gap wedge. That was a big swing for a little shot. Seems to like it. Oh, it landed in the hole. Oh my. It landed right in the center of the hole. You could hear it.
No, it flew in the hole and bounced out.
We can hear it up here, landed in the hole.
Oh my God.
You can see it on his face.
Oh, that is cruel. There's no justice.
I've never seen that before.
Wow. Defying gravity. You have the owners in the background. Isn't that cool?
Ricky, what does that do to you, your mindset? That's a shock to a system that was pretty much on autopilot.
Oh, I think that's a full shock, knowing that you hit such a great shot. They still have about 12, 14 feet, but man, that could have just completely shut the door on everything out here today. But great shot. Obviously, you can see it on their faces. They're shocked, but they still have a great look.
You know things are going your way where you're disappointed that you didn't jar it.
Yeah, back to your, if it can a scratch golfer who's a male, you know, beat an LPGA. I'm technically a scratch golfer. I wish I was half as good as any of these people playing.
Technically? By your hand? By,
yeah.
What does technically mean?
Because I play a lot. I know I'm going to get called out for that. I play a lot of par 3 golf now. So if you look up online, I remember, like, you know, the police are going to come after me and say all that. But, you know, when I used to play every day, maybe a year ago, I was a 0. But, you know, who knows what I am now.
You have too many kids to be a 0 anymore, pal. All right, hole high, but it didn't land in the hole. Oh, that is a cruel finish. Who nearly an ace for Ruffles, who was standing alongside with this group. But our man Ricky Barnes is down there. Let's see who he's with.
Yeah, I got Ryan and Gabby Ruffles. Ryan, what a shot there. Obviously landed in the hole. We all thought it did. Got confirmation it did. What'd you hit there? And then what are your thoughts about it not staying in the hole?
Dude, that was a 56 degree. I've been hitting it well all day, and that one was an absolute gem. You don't obviously expect that to happen. A bit unlucky, if I must say. Like, I think if it lands anywhere but the hole, we're probably a foot away. But it's just nice to be hitting those sorts of shots under this environment, and nice to show that I got a little bit of game, because Gabby's been carrying me all day today.
Yeah, the boys, you know, that you're playing with say, Gab, you've been playing great today. Obviously, Ryan, you said you've been hitting it well, you know, likewise. But Gabby, how's it playing with your brother? Obviously, you know, we feel like we're on an island a lot playing golf, you know, by yourself, LPGA, you got your caddy and your family rooting for you. But how about being out here with your brother, grass league, 2-man scramble? What do you think?
For sure. I mean, this is so cool. I never thought that, I mean, men and women playing together, and to be able to play with my brother is so special, and it's so fun. And it's been so great out here, and hopefully we can kind of keep it going.
Absolutely. Hey, keep it going. Great shot. A little bit unlucky.
Make the putt.
Absolutely. Make the putt. Finish it off.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky.
And it's worth noting one of our partners that manages the golf course and helps us along this whole journey, Troon Golf. Gosh, are they good people? And just like Gila River Resorts and Casinos, Troon is very instrumental, not only in golf worldwide, but right here and a part of the Grass League.
It's good to have partners, loyal friends in the game. Makes all the difference.
Just like the three of us.
Yeah.
And Ricky.
And Ricky.
So, you heard Gabby talking about it. You mentioned how serious she is, but how much fun and how many smiles we've seen out of her. To your point, it's a glimpse, a little open window to the golfer's soul.
I think if this teaches us anything, it's that we need to take ourselves a little less serious when we're playing golf. It's so easy to just get in your own head. You're out there by yourself for hopefully not more than 4.5 hours, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. And you just get down on yourself, and seeing them have so much fun shows me that I need to laugh and smile and really enjoy being out there, because we're so lucky to be able to play this beautiful game.
Amen to that. It is indeed the greatest of games. But Ricky, hold that thought, Ricky. We're going to jump over to the 10th first, and from just off the back of the green, 16 under. Lucas, this to move with in 3, yes.
What did I say, Ned?
The plot thickens. It's been a little bit of a stutter step kind of start for the duo that had the overnight lead, but they're now starting to make a little bit of a move.
And Paige, I think it's worth noting, because you brought it up earlier, I did my little predictions at the beginning of the tournament, and I predicted Matt Ryan and Kevin Lucas. So,
Yes, the always humble Todd Dobson.
you know, I don't get many things right, so when I'm at least close to getting something right, I gotta let people know about it.
You didn't even let me bring it up. You were like, no, let me tell you. Gabby now ready for her birdie putt here.
Got to make this one, don't we, after landing it in the hole?
Has to make this one. Little slippery putt there.
Ricky, if they don't make this one, it's almost like the momentum put in hard reverse.
I mean, to land inside the hole, come back this far, and actually have a putt that probably breaks 16 to 18 inches with the right speed. Yeah, a little bit unlucky. And to tell you the truth, if they miss this and somehow Stoltz and Kittleson make theirs, you know, we still have a ball game going into 18 between these two Sims playing together.
A good, foot of break, and as you heard Gabby say and gave the hand motion, this one is lickety split down the hill. It's got plenty of break, but too much pace, and that one's going to wander to an awkward distance. Oh, that's deflating.
Golf is a brutal game.
Still got to smile though, right?
Oh yeah. Always have to smile through the pain and the misery.
Okay, making a move, the hitters. Again, it's about the two-man teams, yes. It's also about the franchises. We're going to have winners in both of those categories, but it's really all about the year-long points race for these franchises. So 3 different awards at the end of this evening. Let's get back to the 17th, Ricky. There's a lot of conversation going on here.
Yeah, great look, pin high, 12 feet, straight up the hill. Might break left edge putt here is what I got for Drew Kittleson up first.
To get within 1.
If there's anybody to make putts coming down the stretch right here. It's Drew Kittleson. If you go back to the 2024 Grass Clippings Open, it was superhuman what he did. And he made just a handful of putts coming in and then made the one in the playoff. So, again, like you said, if a putt goes in here, something special could happen right behind us.
Ricky, what are you feeling, buddy?
Well, Drew Stoltz has been known to call his putter the museum. Let's see if it has something to say.
Not the name I would have picked, but let's see if it works.
I'm going to need an explanation. Let's see, though, if he can hang one in the Louvre. No. Gassed it. Gassed it. You heard him say it. Killed it.
Have you guys ever named your putter before?
Yeah, but you can't say it on live television, so.
I used to putt with a putter. Actually, still do. That Yes, the company that no longer exists, the Yes putter, and they named them all after, I believe it was daughters in the family. And, mine was named Marilyn.
Very interesting. Museum in Maryland, the two putter names.
What about you, Paige? Do you name clubs? I mean,
No, I've never named my club
yeah,
before.
I wouldn't.
I know Bryson names all of his golf clubs.
What does he name them?
Probably a YouTube video about it.
Okay, I'll look it up later.
All right, for par, disappointing one, though. Yeah. That will sour the mood a little bit. They were absolutely on the march. Flies it into the hole. Only the second par they've made in the last 6 holes, and it comes at a 56-degree wedge that landed in the hole and bounced out, and they weren't able to convert. 20 under, though, and they still lead by 2.
Hey, Gopher. What are you drinking?
Well, the usual. Pond water with a splash of cranberry. So, how'd you play?
Not great. Picking up the tab. Again.
Well, with the Golf Now app, you can set up the rematch right now. Book from any place at any time, and before you know it, they'll be left holding the check.
Thanks for your help, Gopher.
Oh, I'm free this weekend. Call me if you need a fourth. Get your golf on now with Golf Now.
Welcome back to Tempe, Arizona. The Grass League Championship presented by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. It's starting to heat up. The Ruffles have been bringing the pain, although they just knocked one in the hole. They weren't able to convert the birdie putt after it bounced to some 25 or 30 feet. So just a 2-shot lead. But those who had the overnight lead, they're closing the gap. They're back making the turn. As we welcome you in, Ned Michaels alongside Todd Dobson and Paige Spiranek. Paige, we're getting ready to send you out to cover the action on the golf course before we let you go. I'm curious so far what you've made of the action that we've seen.
It's so exciting, and I can't wait to get out there and talk to some of the players.
Who do you want to go cover? Which group do you specifically have eyes on that you think maybe can make a move?
Well, I don't want to kick Ricky out of this group, but he has one of the most exciting groups, so I'll see what I can do. But I'm going to find some good ones. I might go cover the Lucas Ryan group. I love those guys, and they seem like they have some momentum on their side, so we'll see what I can do.
And before you go, also, I understand there's some breaking news.
Yes. You know, the cool part about this league is it's like fantasy football in a way, and I love trade rumors and all that stuff, so that's creeping into golf. And I just got a text from the GM of the San Diego Munis, not Wyndham himself, but Kevin Flawn, who is, you know, he's the one that's really put this roster together. Sorry, Wyndham. But he just texted me and said, confirmed Ricky Romano and Hayden Wood, although Hayden Wood didn't play this week. Taylor Wood played, but Ricky Romano and Hayden Wood have re-signed for the 2026 season. That is a huge signing because I know a lot of other teams were interested in that pair.
Well, they've had great success.
Of
right?
course.
So they were out maybe just trying to see what the market would bear. Decided to stay at home, and good for them. They're going to have a good long run next year. And, you know, we saw Charlie Belgian earlier today make a spirited sprint to the finish. Ricky Romano, first time he went on the PGA Tour to caddy, Charlie Belgian was the man who took him out. So there's all these symmetries. The Grass League, you know, just a special place. So we're going to say goodbye to you for a few minutes, let you get on the golf course page. We're looking forward to hearing you cover all of the golf out there. Let's get back to the golf course and the live action. We don't want to miss as our leaders are getting to the 18th. This 18th hole, I think we're going to have an ace.
Well, I mean, if there's a hole to make, you know, flying it on the hole before, this is set up for an ace. And look at that swing. Ryder Epson, the face of the Dallas Horsemen.
Oh, wait.
Ned.
We're closing in on it.
Hey, Ned, I got a question for you. Ryder Epson's brother. Huge fan of the Sunshine Tour. Have you heard of that?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. You got it?
Good tour. I mean, you get a lot of players coming out of there. That it used to be that in the off season that a bunch of the younger American pros would go play there, cut their teeth to learn how to become a professional, learn how to travel. It's a proper tour. One of the best actually in the world.
Ned, I got to say, if Kevin Lucas makes this, you kind of feel that momentum, you know, that energy. Gosh, look at it. He's got a little pep to his step. Haven't seen this in quite a while. He's been working behind a desk. This would be special.
What do you want, he says. What do you want?
I mean, is this golf or is this football? Because look at Kevin Lucas. Look at that. His brother's a UFC fighter, and he's a golfer.
36 years old. He's collected $26,000 so far in the Grass League from Folsom, California.
I just had LASIK, though.
And we've got a special guest
2 weeks ago
in the booth.
So that's why.
A man who is, well, he's known for catching footballs, and he's also a fantastic fan of the game of golf. Steve Smith, welcome in, buddy. How we doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Before we really get into it, how would you like to be referred to? Would you like to be a former NFLer, or as my colleague here said just a few minutes ago, the old timer?
Yeah, I'm going to get in trouble here. Yeah, I didn't know how to refer to you. And to be honest, we played golf the other night.
I'm setting him up.
And I stayed up till about 2 a.m. that night watching Steve Smith Senior highlights. And I got to say, I didn't realize you were that good. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, appreciate that.
The breakaway speed.
Used to have it. Now that's why I like it. I enjoy golf, man. Golf has been my little happy place.
And how did that start?
I just was trying to figure out something to do, right, that took away the competition, right? I don't really do well with competition. I hit that competition switch, like playing Monopoly, Uno. You know, you don't want to lose. And then I was doing some mental health work, and my counselor asked me, "What do you do for you? Like, if you can go do something for the next 2 hours, what would it be?" I had no idea. And so I started trying to figure out a few things and started at Golf Tech because it was in the wintertime, and just kind of went on. And once the spring got, and it's been about 2 years now that I've been enjoying it. I quit, got rid of my clubs, and I was just done, and just came out. And now my love for country music, I listen to country music when I'm on the golf course, or some R&B, some gospel, just something mellow. But man, I really love it.
Hold that thought. Let's see if we can't strike the right chord here with Gabby Ruffles. They lead. That looks familiar.
Funny part is, I told Ryan Ruffles at lunch today, I said, hey, just have Gabby call Allison Lee, because she's, and the crazy part, that's the Billy Haynes putt. That is the Billy Haynes putt.
If you weren't with us, we'll hopefully be able to show it to you later, but yeah, it's not far away. Steve, what kind of shot do you play? You'd like to hit a draw or fade, or just pretty straight?
I wish it was straight. A little bit of a draw. Right.
That'll be a good one here. Take it off the right side and draw it. Get that bounce off the bumper. Or just go right at it, Todd.
Yeah. Pin high.
Useful shot there for the Australian. Gosh. He looks like he's 17 again. And Steve, if you don't remember this, Ryan Ruffles, when he was 17, was dubbed to be the next Tiger Woods. And, you know, like in any sport, football or golf, you know, people write the future before it happens. It clearly didn't pan out that way. And now he's found joy again. He told me that he's found the joy again here on the Grass League, and it's just so fun to watch. And he's playing with his sister.
This needs to go in.
Uh-oh. Okay. It looks like a good shot. That was my shot. That was my shot on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, I think Steve Smith Sr. put it closer than Drew Kittleson.
I know. I did not say that.
Hey, by the way, he said that he's only been playing golf for 2 years. And again, it speaks to how athletic he is. I'm like, you've been playing for 2 years? And he's striping it? You know, he was struggling a little with the putting, but Jimmy Hazelton, who's a great golfer in his own right, goes up to Steve and goes, hey, dude, just keep your shoulder down a little bit. Start making putts. I'm like,
you got that elite hand-eye coordination. You could be a good putter.
Man, people say that, but when the pressure gets on and you're sitting on the green and everybody's paying attention, man, everything goes through your head, but making it.
Well, let's watch this shot and we can have that discussion here in a second. Here's Stoltz. If there ever was a time for an ace and a man to do it. Oh. Club twirl. That's a lovely shot, but it's going to be not enough. And what a scene at the 18th. And you heard it. Send it down to Ricky Barnes.
Thanks, guys. We're on the 18th hole, walking down. Drew Kittleson, Drew Stoltz, two of my best gyms in the world. What happened today? Obviously, the putter went a little cold on the past few holes. The museum didn't quite show up on 17. But how's the atmosphere out here today? And give me a little summary in the last 17 holes.
I'll tell you what, the last 17 holes, it's been some good golf. The front nine we came out with, they shot 8 under. We shot 7, 15 under. I'll tell you this right now, I don't care what the stats say. Gabby Ruffles, best putter on planet Earth. It's been a joke watching her putt. She's made 200 feet of putt today. It's been unbelievable.
I said that right when I talked to you guys on the 11th tee. You said this girl's got it slotted. She can putt it good. Kat, I don't hear you say that much. What do you think about the Ruffles?
Well, I mean, I think the duo that they have going on, I think they're great. Gabby, it's hard to root against her because she's so nice and so sweet. But man, nobody makes more putts except for the museum. That's the only person, the only putter that makes more putts is the museum, except for Gabby Ruffles.
I mean, that was Drew Kittleson a year ago, right? And obviously he came onto the scene on the Grass League.
I don't know about a year ago. I feel like it's been like that for a long time.
Well, that's true, but I just don't hear you guys compliment that many, people as you go along. But the Ruffles have played great. We saw a shot land in the hole last hole. That was a little bit unlucky. Let's end on a birdie, boys. Obviously, love you. Let's get the museum out for the last hole.
Let me just say, I think you're doing a phenomenal job out here, Jim. You're natural. You're natural with the walk and talk.
Is it Jim?
Yeah, just a couple gyms out here having fun.
Gyms out here.
Love you guys.
It's all love here in the Grass League. It's stiff competition, but you can feel the camaraderie, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Ricky seems to be best friends with everybody. He'll be best friends with Big X the Plug at the end of this.
Big X the
end of the night. Think about that. How crazy is that? He's coming out tonight.
That's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be awesome. I mean, Midland was great last night, and then to end the tournament with Big X the Plug, I can't imagine what it must feel like.
All right, let's go back to this putting dilemma that you're facing. Yeah. When it was 3rd and 6 and everybody knew it was going to you, what was your mentality when you were standing on the line?
You get in the huddle, you go through the huddle call, and as they're spouting off to play, you figure out what's your assignment out of all those words. And between there breaking and walking to the huddle, I would have ran that play that they've already assigned me to in my mind about 3 or 4 times. So when I actually line up, this is deja vu, because prior to the game, I have walked through every single play that we can possibly run. And I do that in warm-ups. And I just walk, and it's just muscle memory, right? And so when I get to that opportunity, I'm not worried about it because I've done this 3 or 4 times.
This for a closing birdie. It'll be bittersweet. A little more bitter than sweet, but 19 under.
And and we keep talking about this whole idea of 2-man scramble, having a playing partner in golf, which you rarely get. And, in the comparison to football, it would probably be a wide receiver and a quarterback. And you had, Jake Delhomme, Jimmy Clausen, Cam Newton, Joe Flacco when he went to the Ravens. What was that relationship like? If one was struggling or you didn't get along real well, not a lot of people ever hear from a guy of your stature what that relationship with a quarterback really is.
I mean, the relationship with the quarterback, ideal, perfect world, you want it to always go well. But then there's always this conflict between the quarterback, which is the franchise guy, and then the wide receiver, who's 1B of the franchise guy, because he can't do anything if the center doesn't snap the ball on time, the quarterback makes the right read, looks off the safety, throws the football, and then the wide receiver does his job accurately and catch the football. The thing that I love about golf, and where it's not comparable, is golf is less about what you can force your way through, right? Even when you are hitting a putt, and you got to have it at the right pace. You got to make the right read. In football, you can just run through the read, and I'll still get to the hole. That doesn't work in golf.
Well, let's see if Gabby Ruffles has the right read. Final hole, closing birdie to move to 21 under.
Clutch.
You heard Stoltz and Kittleson say nobody makes more putts than Gabby Ruffles. She might be the best putter on the planet, and she proves it again. How about that scorecard? Out in 19, home in 22. It's a 41, 21 under par. That's more under par than we've ever seen here.
Yep, and no one's ever shot a 19. 20 was the lowest by Kurt Watkins and Jake Byram. Of course, now it's been broken.
Steve, thanks for taking some time with us. Appreciate it. Good luck with your golf.
Oh, appreciate it. I expect to see myself at more Grass League tournaments.
Maybe playing. Appreciate it. What an impressive run by the Ruffles, the brother and the sister. 13 under par today, 21 under. They lead by 2.
When you're in an accident, time isn't on your side, but Shapiro Law Team is. That's why our phones are always on. Nights, weekends, holidays. We're available when you need us the most. Our team is with you every step of the way, inside and outside of the courtroom. We fight for you and your case. Don't wait. Call us for a free consultation.
It's your case, your recovery, your justice.
Turn off the lights. Just do what I do. Look what it looks like. Good life, just cruise. Better vibes, better views. Kick it on back like we on vacation. Get them on their feet like a standing ovation. Switch it up, let me see you get up and shake it. Shake it. Soak up the sun, rinse and repeat. Coming in looking like a VIP. It's a good time, just say la vie. Living my best life.
An extraordinary affair already. We have seen birdies from all over the place. We've almost seen an ace. We saw one land in the hole. It bounced out to about 15 feet. The Ruffles were not able to convert, but a birdie at the last and 21 under for the brother and the sister. Stoltz and Kittleson ran out of room, didn't they? 19 under, and they trailed by 2. But this was your pick, Todd Dobson. This was the duo you thought would get it done, and they're on the march.
What did I say, Ned? It's infectious. Once you start to believe, believing is a powerful thing. And that's why I predicted these guys. I was like, how the heck do you know? I just said, I've been around them enough. I've played skins with them. And just, Kevin Flan, their GM, has inspired these guys. But truly, they were like, hey, Todd, we should have done this. We should have done this. We're going to come out and we're going to do it. And I was like, hey, it's all about belief, baby. And I knew they were going to be very, very confident coming in, and it's showing right now. This is going to be a heck of a finish.
What a spot and what a night for it. And remember, we let Paige go so she could scurry down and cover the golf course for us. And I am told that she is standing by with a special guest.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. I'm here with Gregory DeVincent, which is with Gila River Resorts and Casino, and you are presenting the trophy tonight. Are you excited about that?
That's right, I absolutely am. I was here back in May for the Open, and we did the trophy there, and we're back. So this is such a great event. We're happy to be a big part of it. Golf is just exploding in Arizona, and we're a part of all of it. We had the event Thursday night, the welcome reception for the owners and players, and just an amazing event. There was the unveiling of the Las Vegas Action, which was so much fun, pairs well with our brand, being a casino and entertainment brand. And, later on in the year, we'll have the LPGA 4 Championship at our golf course. So we're really just partnering with golf all around, and it's a great place for us to be.
We're so lucky that you are the title sponsor. And right now we're standing on 18, and the energy is absolutely electric. What does this feel like for you?
Oh, it's amazing. Just being here on the tee box with like this sponsor banner around here and under the lights. It's so cool. It's great to see our logo painted on the grass, and it just really looks good. The crowd's amazing. Just hearing the roars and kind of all the energy here. And the music. When are you at a golf tournament and you hear music? That never happens. So this is so cool.
Are you excited for Big X the Plug tonight?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm ready to see it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and we're so excited for the future. And back to you guys.
Yes, we are excited for the future and the plug, no doubt about it. And that Thursday night bash, not only was there announcements made about the Grass League, that the future of the Grass League is going to be firm, it's growing, it continues to expand. And then, of course, the casino and the food. I mean, it was a proper gala.
It was. And their family over there, like they said, they're Gila River Resorts and Casinos, they're family, and they've treated us so well. And I know Kevin Lucas was getting hot on the blackjack table down there, so it seems like it's translated to the golf course.
Yeah, I heard there was a couple of rolls of like over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So money was made.
Yeah, it was loud. It felt like it almost felt like the concert venue behind us.
Now Hendricks and Neuheisel, we've got the warm gear on. The temperature's definitely dropped over here in the far corner. God, it's a beautiful golf swing, just gorgeous.
And don't count these guys out either, you know. I love to say it. Last year when we were right here doing the same thing, Tony Hendricks was dating the girl in the pro shop. Romantic. But she no longer works here because she was too good for us, because now she's gone on to bigger things. But I always go back to that. Tony almost made it too, and there's something, just something special about that. It's a small community around here, and just like our sponsors, it feels like family.
Something special about dating the girl in the pro shop?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Like you're dating the girl in the pro shop, and then you're on national television on 18. Ned? I didn't, those opportunities didn't come my way very often when I was younger. So.
And look where you are.
Yeah, I'm blessed.
Well, you're blessed because Miss Dobson's in your life.
Yeah, she, don't know where I'd be without her.
Yeah, you could tell that golf swing, he hated it. The balance wasn't good. He was trying to save it. So 19 under is a couple back, Lucas and Ryan. Stoltz and Kittleson in the clubhouse. And this is how it goes. The early players who didn't play so well yesterday, they get the last of the sunshine. They get the really smooth greens, and they're able to go out and post. And then those who are right in the middle probably have the most difficult task, because they're getting, while the weather is really changing most of their round as the sun goes down, the greens start to get a little softer, maybe a little bit slower. So they're playing a majority of their holes in these dynamic conditions. But then the leaders, they play most of it in the cold and in the dark. And so they get used to it. And then you're going to have a little lull here and give it about 2 or 3 holes, and you're going to just see fireworks. You're going to see birdies everywhere.
And some guys that know about the weather were Kurt Watkins and Jake Byram back in the Grass Clippings Open, playing through Haboob, winning the tournament. That's all right. Kurt Watkins, he's the one who made the putt.
You need to explain a Haboob for those of us who aren't from out here.
I'm not going to sound very smart when I say this, but I believe it's something with the sandstorms and wind, and it just creates something that's crazier than anything you've ever seen. And right there, again, the New York Bluebirds won the tournament in a Haboob, and those guys, they went 4 under on the last 5, even if the wind and the sandstorm was coming through. That's how good they are. And then the Summer Grind, Michigan Auto Aces won the first team aggregate event. But, here's Kurt trying to relive his glory on 18.
Made it look easy, didn't he?
To be expected, I'll tell you that much. He's a heck of a golfer, folks. Get used to that face, because he's not going anywhere. And for some reason, there's his daughter coming out. I mean, it's so awesome. One of the greatest pictures ever taken, in my opinion, was the picture of him and his daughter after he won. And it makes me want to tear up, because that's what the Grass League's about. We can create this stage where the daughter runs out and understands it's meaningful. And she's like 6 years old. It's tough to explain, Ned. We're playing par 3 scramble golf under the lights, and most people will write that off. Nope, not us, not him, not her. It's different out here.
My dad used to always say, in his line of work, he was a consultant, he would say, I don't have to post a score at the end of the day. And most of these guys don't have to post a score anymore. Some of them played professionally for a while. Some of them never did. They were just nice amateurs. But you come out here and you have to. You've got to, put your reputation on the line, so to speak. And so there is that pressure that comes with it. And your family gets behind you. And it's cool to see your family members do neat things and have accomplishments.
Yeah, I mean, and, when you have results like that, kids see their parents go through the ups and the downs. And to see them succeed is special.
So over at the 13th, Hendricks and Neuheisel, and Ricky Barnes has caught up with this group. Ricky, what are the conditions like? Have they changed as much as I feel like they have over the last hour?
It's definitely cooled off. Obviously, zero wind out here. I mean, from a player standpoint, it could be better weather. It's cooled off, but these guys will have the blood pumping just because of the circumstances of the event. So I don't see it changing it at all. Music's still going. Everybody's having a good time. It's just chillier.
New Heisel needs it. Then that one goes begging. 15 under, 6 behind, running out of time. If it is a little chilly, by the way, Ricky, out there, there's a terrific stand right behind the green here where you can get a barbecue sandwich. And I'm from Tennessee, so I think I know my barbecue pretty well. It was excellent. It was a tip of the cap kind of excellent.
The food options out here are elite, especially the Glen Rosa restaurant here as well. You won't go home hungry.
Rick, you see anything in this putt?
Unfortunately, the barbecue is gone, but this is a little left to right, little downhill. I see one of these two going in and chasing it down again to be one back.
Ned, if he gets it going, Kevin Lucas has clearly made a lot of putts. If Matt Ryan gets it going, it's going to be fireworks coming in for them.
Matt Ryan's an accomplished player. 10 years on the Korn, or 10 years professional and 3 years on the Korn Ferry Tour at a third-place finish in Savannah. He knows how to handle the pressure. I mean, Ricky Barnes, you had athletes in your family, but Todd Dobson, you were telling us earlier, a professional MMA fighter, professional bass fisherman in the family as well. For Kevin Lucas.
I want to meet Mr. Lucas. And they're from California.
Oh.
How does that happen? The bass fisherman, by the way, too, is apparently world famous on the other side of the country. He can't walk into a Walmart in Arkansas without getting ambushed by fans.
He was the Bassmaster Angler of the Year.
Yeah.
So he's like, that's the Super Bowl. It's the MVP of the league. You're the best of the best.
It's unbelievable, and I didn't find that out until we were playing out here, and I'm a big fisherman. And Ricky Romano, you know, unfortunately, he didn't have the day we were looking for, but he might be just as good of a fisherman as him.
So this a moment ago, Will Kropp of the Phoenix United. Again, they were 1 over through 8 holes yesterday. They're now 14 under. Oh, nearly went to 16 in one swing, just an eyelash away. It's for par, just a little something to do here.
It's feeling acey out there.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
It smell like it. You know, this thing smells fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling acey.
Smelling and feeling acey. Grass clippings, rolling hills. That's the golf course. And just on the other side, all the Christmas lights. The zoo.
Sunday, 1 p.m.
Hold up. Are you still booking tee times on Golf Now without Golf Pass? Gopher!
The best way to book on Golf Now is as a Golf Pass member.
Right. Members get credits to spend on Golf Now tee times at thousands of courses, skip booking fees, and more, saving hundreds.
Rory!
Plus, there are Golf Pass shows and lessons too, like Ask Rory.
So they just call our name and we appear?
Yeah, you get used to it.
It's not about hype or luck. It's about optimization. To live stronger, think clearer, perform better. At Game Day Men's Health, that's the standard. From testosterone optimization and peptide therapy to ED and performance, Our science-backed treatments help men reach their full potential. With over 400 clinics across North America, we've got you covered. Because when life demands you at your best, every day is game day.
We are here with Billy Haynes, the #1 par 3 golfer in the world. How does that feel?
It's an honor. I love it. Honestly, it's fun. I'm excited to see how we do again and hopefully get another title.
How does the game feel going into tomorrow?
I live in Buffalo, so I've been going to more Bills games than I have been playing golf, but I'm excited to see what I've got.
We're here with Matt Kendrick, the owner of the Dallas Horsemen. How does it feel to be in last place?
First off, we did not know it was an aggregate, so that's on us.
We do want to talk about Good Girls in Alexis and Marissa.
We've always thought about Good Girls for a long time, and we think that they are the perfect base for what we're building with them. And then we've got Uni and Hadley both caddying for them, which is going to be really fun.
You girls always bring it on the golf course. How does it feel to be representing the ladies out here?
Oh my gosh, we absolutely love it. We actually just launched Good Girls. We are bringing all the vibes. We want to get as many women into golf as possible, and we're doing it here as one of the only all-girl teams all year.
These are two of my favorites, and they're actually the favorites going into this week. Do you have any pressure going into tomorrow?
We've been wanting the recognition a little bit for the play that we've had and the players that we are, so it's just do the same job. Like when we start the round, we know that we need to get off to a hot start.
And everyone is dying to know, how is your chipping and putting?
We don't chip, actually. It's two-man scramble.
You are playing under the lights for the first time this weekend. How do you prepare for something like that?
I think one practice round last night. We were out there till about 12:30. Kind of feel like a hometown with the Phoenix United, which is cool, even though I'm not from Phoenix. But I think we'll have a lot of support out there.
Dynamic duo, brother, sister here. How does that actually work on the golf course?
Yeah, we get along. I've actually caddied for Gabby a couple of times this year, so we've been able to manage that. So we'll see player versus caddy player, see if there's anything different there, but it'll be a lot of fun. We've never teamed up together.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this. I honestly didn't know what to expect, but coming here, the vibe is super cool. It's pretty relaxed and fun, and getting to team up with my brother is going to be really cool.
We're here with Jason, owner of the Scottsdale Strikers, who are currently in 6th place, and you've had a bit of a shakeup with your roster. You want to talk about that?
We sure did. We brought Charlie Belgian in. I think it was a big shake to the league and also to our team, obviously. So it's a good thing that he's here.
I think your nerves are going to be teeing it up at a grass league event.
I'm going to be nervous for sure. You know, I was thinking it's going to be like hole 16 at the Phoenix Open on every hole. It won't quite be that dramatic, but all the friends, all the family, all the people, you always want to put on a show and play well. And if you're not nervous, then what are you doing?
We're here with SG Ellison, the new owner of the Las Vegas Action. How excited are you for the 2026 season?
I'm so excited for 2026. I mean, what the Grass League has already started and where it's going, the movement that you guys are creating, we're just excited to be a part of it and have our team get into the action as soon as possible.
It was definitely a splendid night on Thursday over at the Hilo River Resorts and Casino, and there was announcements made about the future of the Grass League, a big one especially, a new team, Todd Dobson, coming from Vegas.
Yeah, if there's one expansion franchise or location to have that's going to get everyone excited, it's got to be Las Vegas. And the group that's coming in is just, they get it. You know, the way they announced it, the way they're planning to run their team. I mean, Brandon said they're going to have a combine. And I said, what does a golf combine look like? He goes, I don't know, but we're going to do it. And I said, well, I'm going to be showing up for that. So, you know, that energy is what kind of fuels this league. And we're over the moon about these guys coming.
Where will they end up in the season-long points race next year? It will be their first complete season on the Grass League. They want to come out swinging, like I said. They want to be competitive right away.
Yeah, and I had a guy, again, why the Grass League is special is I had a guy that had played for another team this year and got dropped from the roster, unfortunately. And, you know, people would think maybe that guy's got a resentment towards the team or this or that. Or no, again, it's like golf teaches you about life. He flagged me down last night over here by the putting green. He goes, hey, Todd, can I talk to you for a second? I said, hey, if it's quick. I was like, I want to hear you out, but it's got to be quick. He said, give me 2 seconds. Hands me an envelope. He's like, it's a handwritten letter. I love this league more than anything. He's like, and I want to be a part of the Las Vegas Action. Will you please give this? I'll be their equipment manager. I'll clean their clubs. I'll be their GM. I'll be their player. The guy's a +3 handicap. And the humility, the humbleness of this guy, I'm sitting there, I'm cheering up. I'm like, okay, I got to go find them. And I handed it over to the Las Vegas ownership group, and I said, guys, you really bought into something that, you know, take the money out of it, take all this stuff. It means something to people, and it's special. It's what golf has maybe been missing for a little bit.
The team aspect of it, the franchise aspect of it, the camaraderie, the fellowship, everything you just touched on is the cornerstone and the foundation of this grass league. Just to close the gap to within just one, we're starting to see some putts missed here. Again, the temperature drops, the speed changes a little bit. The lights definitely play a role in how you see the break. There are some theories that those with light colored eyes, like your gorgeous baby blues, Todd, don't do well putting under the lights.
Well, I've been making a lot of putts lately. I'll tell you that. Go ask Steve Smith Sr. I was fist pumping everywhere. I had a match with Rocco Mediate recently, too. And
Rocco!
And not to throw him under the bus, but he did say, hey, thanks for carrying us tonight. So, hey, maybe I'll be coming out of the booth here soon. But
okay. Maybe that's a debunked theory. All right, this one looks a little skittish.
That was going to be a big celebration. And back to the Las Vegas ownership group. One of Steve Smith Sr.'s friends is one of the new owners, A.Q. Shipley, the old lineman who protected none other than the GOAT, Tom Brady. And if you know anything about that guy and the teams he's played for, he wants to win. So, again, buying a franchise is one thing, and you can go off and do nothing about it. A guy like him and his friends, whoo, the league is on watch, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it is strong, for sure, strong foundations. So the pants that were shorts are now back to pants. And Ben Herman won't go down. Unbelievable. Paige, it looked like it was going right in the center of the hole.
Yes. Good putt there. There's a big crowd out here following this group. Definitely one of the crowd favorites.
I mean, there's nobody like Ben Herman. I don't blame him. There's just an aura about him.
He's not used to things not going his way.
He's a golfer. And the story goes, you know, again, the results in golf and doesn't know anything. He plays quite a bit of golf with John Rahm. I think we all know that name. And it's on record that John Rahm no longer gives strokes to Ben Herman because he's that good at Silverleaf. And I'm like, I mean, how crazy is that?
That's actually insane.
Insane. And he's out here in what, you know, just middle of the pack now?
Well, he's probably trying to frame that bet up so he can get his shots back.
Exactly.
What's
John
the
Rahm.
expression that all bets are won or lost before you even tee off? A long way off here for Lance and Massa. That's a big miss off the tee for two normally sturdy, reliable strikers of the ball.
But if you remember in the history of this hole that's been on television, a lot of shots have been made from off the green.
That one dries up. You know, these two together broke out in grand fashion back in 2024 at the Grass League Championship. They finished tied for third. They shot 16 under, and they've been cemented as a good duo ever since.
Well, it's crazy, you know. I like to hang around the rumor mill, and you start hearing names flying around, and I'm like, what are we talking about? Not to say they were, maybe they were, but whatnot. But again, back to the point. The cool part of this league, what I geek out on is, you know, hey, we'll send you Ned Michaels and Paige Spiranac for Ricky Barnes and a future first-round pick. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff you're going to start to see. And walking around last night, you know, there could be some big shakeup on some rosters coming up.
Business is being done, huh? All right, so a couple of pars there for Lucas and Ryan. I don't mind that trade. Me and Paige, we stay together. We're going Ricky Barnes in a first-round pick. I feel like there's fair value in that. You look like you got buyers or seller's remorse.
No, I mean, I'd hate to give up you and Paige. You know, I love Ricky, but, you know, he's more of a pickleball player these days.
Wow, shade, shade, shade on the 15th tee.
I wonder how Paige is feeling about it. When we're back with her group, we'll definitely weigh in on it.
She can
I'm
play
here.
golf.
It's loud. There's music pumping right now. So what did you ask me?
Well, Todd had mentioned a trade for you and I to go for Ricky Barnes in a future first-round pick.
Ooh, interesting. I like it.
Okay, 15th hole. This thing has been a real scoundrel through the years.
That vantage point from the tee box. Look at it coming down the chute with the grandstands on the left. Feels like a major championship out here, Ned.
All right, Ricky, talk to me.
I'm on the tee box with these boys, 125 yards, little downhill. Obviously a tough green to hit. Any one pin high here is a great look. I think these guys need to get one of the next two to not give them so much pressure on the 18th hole, so we'll see.
What makes this hole so difficult? I mean, like you said, it's buck 25, Ricky, but it's one of the hardest, most difficult on the course.
Yeah, the tough thing here is that if you land it short, it actually stays short. And then if you land it about 5 or 6 past the pin, it almost goes off the green off the back. That's what makes this hole so tough. Falls off the right, falls off the left. Need to be really precise here with this club selection.
Choked way up. Might be a little, yeah, well, whatever it was, I didn't think he liked it. Here's something that surprises me, Todd, that I haven't seen yet. Why don't the players, you actually see some players will have drivers and 3-woods and stuff in their bag. You're allowed 14 clubs. Why wouldn't you have half irons? Why wouldn't you have a wedge and a half, a 9, a 9.5, 8, 8.5, so you can cover every single yardage? It actually really surprises me that we haven't seen that yet.
Well, I think it's about to happen. There's a guy out here, he goes by this little slogan, Tiger Strike. Brilliant guy. You wouldn't, you know, when you meet him, he's got this aura about him. You wouldn't maybe think he's one of the smarter guys in golf. Forward Golf, Chad Dietz. He has been mentioning this, and he is now, you know, kind of building these clubs. I would butcher it if I tried to say how he's doing it, but the degrees are like so close together. He's like, you know, you take a 5-iron and down and have all your clubs right there. And I mean, as this league grows and evolves, that's going to be a big part, and he's on the forefront of that.
What are your thoughts, Ricky?
Yeah, I mean, something in here where you know you're just going to be hitting a lot of kind of wedges, 9-irons, 8-irons. It's great. You know, when you get longer, you know, a lot of pros on the bigger golf courses eat off of par 5s. That's why you kind of need the longer clubs to then go take advantage of the par 5s. And remember, back in the heyday, Tiger ate them up alive and literally won every golf tournament that he played pretty much on par 5s.
Well, we don't have any of those here. So I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to start seeing exactly what you said. Likes it. And he should have. Gorgeous. And right at it. Let's throw it down to Paige Spiranek, who is down with this duo.
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with Cody and DJ, and you have one of the biggest crowds out here right now. How does this atmosphere feel?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Obviously, pressure creeps in. There's some golf shots you're hitting out here that's not the norm for us. So been having a lot of fun, hitting some shots. Definitely happy to have a partner at certain moments. So, yeah, can't say enough good things about grass clippings and grass league.
And you guys are playing quite well. I mean, you got to make a couple putts. Do you think you can get it done for the last couple?
We got a 3-footer here I think we can make, and then make a one on the last and see if we can get in the playoffs.
All right, good luck, guys.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Paige. What a wonderful sight. And if you ever get a chance to come out to Tempe and play this golf course, the Grass Clippings Rolling Hills golf course, come play it under the lights. The last tee time is, what'd you say, 10:20 p.m.?
10:50 p.m.
10:50.
Yeah, so if you're not already snoring, we'd love to have you out here.
You know, so this was a storyline coming in. This is Will Kropp, who had, with his former partner, Biggs as he was known, won the summer grind up at, he just keeps on rolling, up at Goat Hill Park, but Bigsley's not here. Let's go into that rumor mill that you said you like to be close to.
Yeah, well, first off, Will Kropp, again, makes it on 18. There's nothing the guy can't do. He loves the spotlight. He is going to be one of, if not the face of the league, and I know everyone back at Goat Hill is going nuts right now. But back to your question, the rumor mill. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Was it, you'd expect, oh, look at his son. You'd expect they'd be playing together after their performance, but something went awry. And again, that's the beauty of this league, you know, and back to the miracle quotes and stuff. You're building the team the way you want it to be. And I know Brian Bigley is not playing tonight, but my question to you is, where do you see him fitting in on a roster?
So our fans wouldn't know Brian Bigley unless you had been, he's only played one event, and it was a win with Will Kropp. He chipped in 4 times in one round. He was phenomenal, and I described him as kind of the John Daly. You didn't necessarily agree with the John Daly of potentially the Grass League because he's such an interesting, captivating figure, and obviously talented. First, let's watch Herman and McKenzie. This is Brock McKenzie. Open stance. That's a lot of knee bend for a putter. Okay. So for my money, if I'm Brian Bigley, I'm having backroom conversations with a stogie in my hand right now with the Vegas action.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the easy one to point to, because if you are the Las Vegas action management, you're going to look back at the historicals of the league and say, oh, who can we steal? And you come in, you're like, okay, Brian, but who does Brian Bigley play for? He's not on a roster now. What happened? I mean, I love being a researcher. That's the stuff I love about this league. I would be, and there might be some of the owners over here, I'd be in the pro shop on the phone right now trying to get a hold of that guy. Yeah. I'm confident he's going to find himself on a roster. Las Vegas action makes a lot of sense, but I know there's some other owners that would probably love his services as well.
Gone cold. Remember, this is what I said. You're going to see this 2 or 3 hole stretch as weather drops, temperature drops rather, the conditions are dynamic as the sun is completely gone, the lights now. 2 or 3 holes where you're going to see some putts missed, and if you make it through that, now you can really start to mash the accelerator.
They're in the gauntlet now. Mm-hmm. There's no turning back. Okay. DJ and Cody, I'm telling you, there's something about this golf course. There's something about this pair that, you know, it's statistically not possible for them to win, but they're knocking on the door.
And back to the 15th. That's okay. That's okay. Full of emotion. You can understand why the overnight leaders came in at 12 under par. They were rocking and rolling earlier, but that's a lot of emotion coming out, and they're still just on the 15th.
You know, the cool part about this is, you know, as you see Kevin Lucas and Matt Ryan in the background, they know what the situation is. They know what's in front of them. They play here enough. They got to play, you know, 3 more holes. And as, you know, Al Pacino would say, the 6 inches in front of your face. Now you're going to look around, and I think you're going to see a guy who's going to go that inch with you.
The inches are everywhere.
No, it's the guy who's willing to die, who's going to win that inch. Quite the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's spirited. It's loud, but I like it. Neuheisel looking on as Hendricks. He didn't look like he pushed it. It looked like it maybe was a misread. It actually wiggled off and wandered to the right. So again, the 15th is just a pesky little customer. It's a 125 yards, you expect to make birdie, but this thing will pick your pocket in a hurry.
Yeah, tournament after tournament, it's statistically the hardest hole in the golf course. And yeah, I mean, to reinforce that, just go ask Drew Stoltz and Drew Kittleson.
Double bogey here last year on this hole. That bobbled, killed the speed. Killed the speed. He had the right line. It just hit a little blemish, so Neuheisel won't convert, stays at 15, and they are going to need some miracles if they're going to get it done. They need to start looking alive.
He's still optimistic, and that's what, talking with Rick Neuheisel this afternoon, he said, you know, team golf is something Joe Neuheisel is going to thrive in, and he's already seen the dynamic shift within his son. You know, again, they're knocking on the door too.
Well, you might as well finish with something special, right? Give them something to talk about on their way home.
Something about this golf course, something about this hole, this environment, they really play well.
Paige, that had to have looked pretty sweet when it came off the club face.
Let me tell you, nothing looks better than a great golf shot at night. You can just see that ball flight soaring.
Paige, are you surprised we don't see different colored golf balls actually at night?
You know, I think about that a lot. I'd love to have a pink golf ball.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, how lucky was my man there? He was just going to take a seat. It almost took his head off, and now it's on the green, nearly in the hole. Are you kidding me? My man has no idea how close he came to getting domed, and now it's a kick in.
You're not going to believe me, that was the game plan. That was the game plan for him. He's a smart kid.
Take it at the caddy down the right side. He'll go to be seated right as his crop dusting him. That was insane. Watch this. Watch this.
Golf now. Golf now. Gosh, that would have been something.
That fella needs to go buy a lottery ticket on the way home.
Yeah.
Okay, back to 15, yeah. That's easy work. Par doesn't hurt you at 15. You know that. You've got now 3 holes left. You're 2 behind. It's very simple. It's very, very simple arithmetic. Even for you, Toddy.
Yeah. Boise State, you know, it looks like Boise State's football field as the pink Swamp Dogs, Ben Herman, walks up to the tee. This looks really good.
He's after it.
Look at him.
He's on after it.
I hope my kids have half the swagger he has.
He does indeed possess the confidence, the swagger.
Ooh. This is flighted.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. Is he going to make it all the way? I think it sticks. Yeah, just enough static cling there that it won't. And that's no fun. That's no easy task, that putt.
Ned, I don't know if you noticed on the back of Matt Ryan was the Patrick Mahomes hand warmer.
So?
You were asking about golf clubs and innovation there. It's a matter of time until that becomes part of golf. Because I use one of those when I come out, and I feel like I'm putting on my helmet going out as quarterback. No, look at that, Kevin Lucas. You know?
No, I don't.
No, you know.
I understand, but it's golf. It's not
the way I play.
It's a contact sport. Yeah. Coming down the home stretch here in the Grass League Championship.
Hey, Gopher. What are you drinking?
Oh, the usual. Pond water with a splash of cranberry. So, how'd you play?
Not great. Picking up the tab. Again?
Well, with the Golf Now app, you can set up the rematch right now. Book from any place at any time, and before you know it, they'll be left holding the check.
Thanks for your help, Gopher.
Oh, I'm free this weekend. Call me if you need a fourth. Get your golf on now with Golf Now.
If you're with us earlier, you got treated to some special kind of golf, 13 under by the brother and sister duo of Ryan and Gabby Ruffles. They were fantastic. They finished with a birdie on 18. They landed one in the hole. On 17, it bounced out. They couldn't convert. Otherwise, they would have been 22 under. They lead by 2 at 21 under. And everybody out enjoying the show. The Plug. He's coming up later tonight. Last night, it was Midland. It was kind of a country theme evening. So that hit my roots coming out of Nashville. But tonight is going to be absolutely unchained. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Look at the back. See that golf cart? You know, it's the Swamp Dogs golf cart. It might be worth more than my house. I'm telling you right now, the Tampa Bay Swamp Dog franchise might be the most valuable franchise in all of sports, unless the Las Vegas Action have something to say about it.
And they might. There's Brock McKenzie up the hill for closing 2. Green's starting to slow up a little bit.
Seems like whenever the Swamp Dogs are on 18, there's always a crowd with them, as if they're about to win the U.S. Open, you know?
There it is. Look at this thing. It's got bench seating. It's got a kick-out recliner on the back left, and it's all hands on deck. You got kids and family. A family's a theme, isn't it, around here?
It really is, you know, and it's funny when you go back and you think about how we got here, because when we started pitching people before the lights went up, people were asking about glow balls, like Paige brought up, you know, or you brought up. You know, it took a special investor to understand this, and you know, it all, you know, West Hawk Capital, Gary Linhart was able to galvanize the community around here, and we wouldn't have these special moments if it wasn't for a guy like that. So, and his team. So, want to mention that. But you know, Ben Herman, one of these days, Ned, one of these days he'll break through. The young kid, you know.
The 33-year-old. All right, this just a moment ago over at 16 Hendricks. You can see the flag. It's just cut left, kind of back left. It's hard to fly it all the way back there, but he's done it. That is spectacular when he needed it most. It's going to be a little too late, but every shot you can learn something. Every shot you can put in the memory bank for next year. By the way, schedule for next year is looking like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and there's a new event called the Bounty Cup.
Tell me.
And so you know everyone loves the Ryder Cup and you know team golf and all that stuff. So why don't we have our own Ryder Cup? And so you got your teammate to pick you up, but you know things are happening in the background. I can't really talk about it, but there are entities forming. You know, it's USA versus Europe, and here it's the Grass League against. We'll be excited to announce that match play event. Hopefully Ned Michaels will be telling us how that ends.
Hopefully.
I mean, of course. Just making sure you're locked in. I mean, speaking of contracts and players and rosters, what's
I gotta get Bigley on the phone.
I know.
Oh, all right, there you go. Finish with at least a tip of the cap. Wasn't all they wanted, but 19 under right now, tied for second. Herman's excited enough for the teams. And, you know, last year we were here with the Swamp Dogs, and they walked off with their hands high and with the trophy.
Shelby
story this year. All right, now, Ricky Barnes' big moment here.
I tell you what, a great shot in here. Obviously, Neuheisel and Hendricks already tapped in for their birdie. Only about 9 or 10 feet, but a way tougher putt than it looks. With the speed that they need to hit it, probably needs it a cup and a half, 2 cups outside, and to drip in. And to tell you what, they know the number that they're chasing. They need to make this. You know, they don't want to come down to 18 having a birdie that one, looking to get to 21. So this needs to go in. And their whole team's here watching, so let's see it.
If this doesn't go, it has to be a birdie finish.
Wow.
And that one is just loitered a good 4 feet past. Ricky, they didn't mean to do that.
No, not at all, but I mean, they're chasing. I think they needed to give it a good run. I see them tapping this in. Now we're back up the hill, but you know, you can't limp it in when you're chasing the leaders. And to be under the hole on this hole was a huge factor. But the crowd's building here on the 16th green, and 17 and 18 are obviously doable, but they need to clean up here. They'll get a great look on tee shots ahead of them from New Heisel and Hendricks on the next hole. So clean up here, and I think we're going to have an exciting finish on 17 and 18.
Yeah, if this goes down, it will be 4 pars in a row. Before that, they had 3 pars yesterday at 15, 16, and 17. Now there it is. Expected a couple
They've
of pars
actually hit
in
a
row
lot
there.
of good shots.
Just haven't been able to convert.
Yeah, we said it right when we came on the broadcast. What's the most important part of this tournament? And I said one word: putting.
Sometimes all you can do is sit back and admire.
What's that song from Nashville, probably? It's a great day to be alive. I got howling at the moon. I mean,
a little Travis Tritt in your soul. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
You got your cowboy boots on. I feel you.
Yep.
It is a great day to be alive, and it has been a wonderful couple of days and an entire season. Let me just say thank you to you all for allowing me the honor, and to our entire production team for all of the work that they put in, because it takes a real team.
Ned, it's a real honor that you come here and do this. You know, I can only imagine of guys your pedigree getting a call saying, "Do you want to go do this par 3 league?" And he came out, and we're indebted to you for that.
I've enjoyed every minute of it. Most minutes with you.
Ned, you know, you've brought it up quite a bit about, you know, kind of like what this means to the players. And, you know, this means a lot to Tony Hendricks, played at LMU. And one of his buddies, just a year older than him, played at LMU as well. And I know he's watching. I know he's probably in the crowd. And I was going to say something about this, about, you know, rosters and all that stuff. But I've come to really love these players, you know, and I feel like a dad in a way where you know, they're off playing in a tournament, and I watch every score. I watch, you know, the numbers move, and my emotions go along with that. And a close buddy of mine, he's a day one guy, would come into our shop and just wearing our stuff. And back when there wasn't much to be, you know, that excited about, although we were fired up in there. A guy named Gavin Cohen, who has really discovered himself as a golfer in the last year and a half. I mean, he went, in a matter of 6 months, he went from, you know, kind of just struggling mentally to, I mean, he could win the U.S. Open. That's how good he was playing. He's played in 2 PGA Tour events, Mondayed into 2 of them. Played half the season on the Korn Ferry Tour last year. And he hasn't been able to play for all the reasons we know. And he was down at second stage this weekend. And I told him, I said, I can't follow and do this all week. And with this going on, I'm going to be throwing up every day. And I said, just call me on your way back. And we got, you know, we'll have tickets for you. Just call me on your way back. And he calls me on his way back, you know, and I'm doing something. I set some time aside. And I go, like, talk to me. He's like, I got good news. And I go, okay, baby, we're going back. He goes, no, I'm going to make my Grass League debut next year. And I sat there and I'm going to choke up a little bit, but, you know, I'm thinking to myself, what? I don't know how to respond to that. You know what I mean?
It's just his dream has vanished in front of him in a week.
And I want the best for him. And if that's playing here,
Gavin, do that. If that's playing on the Corn Ferry Tour, hell, if that's playing on the Sunshine Tour, do it. And I'm going to give my full support. But to hear his excitement, there was no angst. There was no sadness. He goes, I get to play in the Grass League next year. And he goes, I'd be surprised if I wasn't on the Roses by the end of the weekend. And I go, dang. League is on watch. League is on notice. We have a free agent that is a very talented guy, better human being, and knows this golf course. So I don't even, it was just so cool to me. And when you ask about what this means to people, it's, it could be a par 3 lighted golf league. That's not just it. There's much, much more meaning here.
Deep roots indeed. Down the hill, and really have to have 2 birdies here to just get a playoff. And I wasn't too happy with that one. Ricky, that second stage of Q School there, that's as I don't know if it's as much pressure as you'll feel in the game, but it's pretty ruthless.
Yeah, toughest tournament to get through. If you get through it, you're going to have status somewhere come next year. But second stage is literally brutal. I know so many good players throughout the years that have gone to it and just missed it, whether it's by one, and just never got on tour. And second stage is the worst place to be.
This is a huge golf shot, isn't it? Delivers. His partner's some 25 feet away, and we've seen that putt. It breaks 3 or 4 feet, so to stick it close there and throw a dart, that gives them some hope. It gives them a chance. They need to finish 2-2 to force a playoff. And they are sprinting down the hill. I kind of thought our man Ricky Barnes was going to catch up with him, but he's going to be hustling if he's going to be able to do it.
I don't think Ricky's as in shape as he once was,
He's there. I count on Ricky.
All right, I got Matt Ryan. Obviously, we're chasing down the leaders of the Ruffles. You said your partner's been playing really good. Yeah. Obviously, you guys have hit a lot of good shots here the last 3 of the 4 holes, had good looks, putters. Obviously not where you need to be, but how about the stage here, the lights, under the lights, the atmosphere here? Are you guys having fun?
Yeah, having a blast, honestly. And like Kevin's playing so good, and I'm struggling a bit putting, like just trying to be the best teammate I can. I just want to make these people roar. Like that's the best part, right?
Yeah.
People going when you're near the lead, and we just want to make this more exciting.
And you got a bunch of your teammates here. Obviously, a bunch of the boys coming from California.
Yeah.
Yourself. Kev just hit a great shot there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're looking forward to a great finish. How's your experience been so far? Obviously, we still have a couple holes left, but just the whole Grass League in general, professional golf that we've played for so many years. What's your thoughts about having a teammate, 2-man scramble, everything that the Grass League's bringing?
It's just, I think my dad said it best in Oceanside. Like, he's never seen competitive golfers smile more. He showed up to Oceanside. He's like, I've never seen guys that are so competitive that are having a blast. Because you get on tour and guys are chasing their cards and they're grinding and they're missing cuts, and it's so hard to get positive.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks, Matt, for the time. Good luck. Birdie the last 2, and let's get to a playoff. He said, let's bury it. Obviously, he said it right? We heard that obviously from Gabby and Ryan. So many smiles out here. There's so much a grind on the professional tours on and off the LPGA, the PGA, the Corn Ferry, chasing the Latin Americans, everything. It's such a grind. And to see everyone smile out here, have fun, you could just see it in their eyes. I'm looking him right in the eyes. He said his dad told him that. Nothing better than that out here on the Grass League. Saturday night, under the lights, Tempe, Arizona.
It's the truth, and he has grinded. We're going all the way back to 2010, 11, before he had status anywhere. He was just trying to coddle enough cash together to support his mini tour dreams. He was delivering Chinese food on the side in the evenings to make some money so that he could play in the next tournament and pay that entry fee.
Special things happen when faced with adversity, and it was the reason he got a chance here.
Long of the green, not the shot they wanted. This will have to be a pitch in to move to 17 under.
Hendricks is smiling.
Yeah, he's smiling through the pain a little bit right here. This one that you might hole out, Ricky?
Absolutely. Running away, speed's not an issue.
Oh. No. No. And again, remember that every shot, it actually does have context because of the format here. Yes, they're trying to win the two-man scramble, but there's also the team element and then the year-long points. And there's 5,000 points available here this week, so it matters. Take another look at this one. This was heartbreaking.
And you, speaking the truth there, no better duo to talk about that would be Matt Ryan and Kevin Lucas. And part of the reason I predicted them to win is because they had a rough first day out in Oceanside. And then they went and shot, I want to say, 10 under on the last day. And they said it made sense that night after the first round. They go, we're not just going to mail it in. There's points. There's season, a body of work. We can go shoot a low number and set the tone, get some points. And they did exactly that. And now they're right here. So if I'm Kevin Flan or Wyndham Clark, I know Wyndham Clark's got to be watching this. He's good buddies with these guys. Got to be proud, you know, like the Iowa State coach. I am so proud. I am so proud to be your coach.
They said they were going to bury it. Let's see. Not yet, Ricky.
He wanted that one. That actually might have been a misread. I think this putt actually goes a little to the right. I don't think he felt it in his foot. He really wanted it. By the way, you're seeing a little motion out of Ryan and Lucas, which I love.
Yeah, you should play.
And you guys said it best. Wyndham.
Say that, Ricky. Say that again.
Oh, actually, Wyndham Clark was FaceTiming me earlier and actually sent a text, so he's definitely watching from Bahamas.
Well, if he's watching, he better be sending some good vibes, because if this one doesn't go, we're going to need something historic and dramatic at the last. They'll have to have an ace to force a playoff. And you were right. We had a great camera angle, Ricky, on your read. That was a misread. Oh my. That's called stepping up when you need it the most. Couple of pats across the chest. And that one goes. He's a fighter, always has been. And as they make their way over to the 18th, let's check in with Paige to tell us about the atmosphere by the green.
It is absolutely electric right now. Everyone is gearing up for the last hole. You can just hear it. Everyone is so excited. They're packing in right now. People are already at the stage ready for Big X the Plug. We're after the golf, but it's really great to see all the teams that are already surrounding the green. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do on the last hole.
Yes, aren't we all? It could be a hole-in-one and a walk-off. It could be a par, and the brother-sister duo will walk off perhaps with the championship. Either way, we're going to get to see the plug later.
I mean, you don't see this very often on a golf course, let alone Big X the Plug coming out after a romantic, dramatic golf tournament. I mean, I love being up in the booth, Ned, but dang, would I love to be playing some golf, too. One of these days, Ned Michaels and Todd Dobson might be atop a leaderboard. But for now, we'll just be we'll be dreaming as we look at that moon. Look at that.
Love the game of golf, right? I mean, it takes you to some of the most spectacular places on the planet, this being one of them.
Yeah, and I got to say, Ned, it seems like, you know, whenever you're involved in the broadcast, you know, it's righteous or whatnot, whatever you like to say, special things happen. The unexpected, the impossible happens when Ned Michaels is on the call, and I've been calling for it. Would love a walk-off. Would love a walk-off. And, you know, Ned, you might just be the special sauce.
Well, as I say, when something is done with the right spirit and something is done with good soul and integrity and done for the betterment of the game or done for the betterment of the people involved, you get little God winks, you get fate on your side, whatever you want to say, however you think about it. And you all continue to have the wind at your backs. This sets up so well for the lefty, Ricky. This sets up just a nice little draw at the center of the green. He's got that bumper to the right. You can take it right at the edge of the chalet at the center of the green and draw it home. If he makes it, they win. If he makes it, they win. It thought about it. It needed one firm bounce, and it didn't get it, but that was right at it.
Ned, I'm going to have to stand in the booth with you, man. You know what's cool about this? A lot of football references. We had one of the greatest wide receivers up here. You know, they knew what they had to do. You know, golf owes you nothing. Go do it, you know? And gosh, it's really cool to see this.
And you couldn't have put it in a better place below the hole, putting up the hill. And there's the scene at the 18th. Had a couple thousand people out here last year, and probably even more now. Well, this is going to need that bounce. That's off to the right. It's got a nice little kiss. And that'll actually be an interesting decision to see which putt they take. One more to the center of the green is going to be straighter, but it's 3 or 4 feet longer. Everybody getting ready, though. Look at this crowd.
Talk about perfect timing. I ran into these guys in the VIP area. They let me in there last night in the concert venue. Country night. Talk about a group of guys that know how to get a crowd going. Fan favorite, local guy, Tony Hendricks. It's tough not to be a fan of this guy. And again, I'd love to go back and say the last time we watched this guy hit on 18 was the Pro Shop girlfriend reference. He almost aced it.
Went to high school right here. Brophy College Prep. I think he likes it. I pulled it just a bit. 2019, the man was the high school player of the year, and he gives that the thumbs down. Still smiling. And now Newheisel, who you mentioned his father, the coach at UCLA, the football coach for a good stint.
I'll tell you one thing.
He actually started his college career. He went there to go to college, not to play golf. He then transferred over to Boise State to play golf.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we found Rick Newheisel on a roster. He's a heck of a golfer, too.
There's a little knoll, a little knuckle, and you've got to carry it about 4 yards farther than he did. So on the edge of the green, but it all is going to come down to what Lucas and Ryan can do. About 8 or 10 feet for a birdie to force a playoff.
Just do what I do. What it looks like. Good life, just cruise. Better vibes, better views. Kick it on back like we on vacation. Get them on their feet like I stand in ovation. Switch it up, let me see you get up and shake it. Shake it. Soak up the sun, rinse and repeat. Coming in looking like a VIP. It's a good time, yeah, say la vie. Living my best life.
It's been a real pleasure to have your company so far. The final event here in the Grass League 2025 season. The Grass League Championship. A full moon is out and greeting us as the lights are up, and so is the pressure here. The final hole, the final frame. And it's going to all come down to if we can knock down an 8 or maybe 10-footer for Lucas and Ryan.
Gosh.
The round that Gabby Ruffles and Ryan Ruffles put together earlier, again, 13 under, that's the lowest in a single round that we've seen here in the Grass League. So it was indeed record-setting. They're 21 under, and they've been in the clubhouse now for a good, what, hour, if not longer.
Yeah, I hope they've been by that fire pit because I'm starting to get cold. But look at this. I mean, this looks like a traditional major championship surrounded. And what is it about this format, Ned, where, you know, playoffs come often? If you like playoff baseball, you'll love the Grass League.
Well, it's just such a compressed format in the sense of there are a lot of good players. It's a par 3 every hole. Again, it's high stakes par 3 golf. And when you've got the scramble format, it's hard to break away. And so it gives even more context to what the Ruffles were able to do. So they will clear the stage. Well, New Heisel. They just weren't able to keep the momentum going. They got off to a kind of sluggish start with pars on 2 through 5, a couple of birdies that buoyed their spirits at 6, 8, and 10, but Hendricks and New Heisel have just been treading water most of the day. So they have one more chance at their birdie, but let's throw it down to Ricky Barnes, who's going to set the stage for this birdie putt upcoming for Lucas and Ryan.
Yeah, two great shots. They obviously had a little bit of a decision, but just talk to the people up here. They made the right decision. They got about 8 to 10 feet right behind the hole. And we're going to have a great look from the camera. It's going to break a little left to right when they get over it. Obviously, Ryan's been putting first. He says he's been struggling all day. So let's see the emotion pour out if he gets one to go here.
So the last stroke for New Heisel, and that one runs out of steam. So just a par at the last. 16 under is where they will end their campaign, tied for 12th. Disappointing, but an opportunity to learn something about how they'll perhaps do better the next time. But of course, you have to get signed back to the roster. Off-season is going to be incredibly interesting here in the Grass League.
Got to really prove yourself off the course now, you know? And, you know, part of my prediction with these guys when I predicted them to win the tournament was, you know, all the tours and all the highest of highs they've played at, you know, be it in college, be it in professional ranks. I said, I truly believe that this is the tournament they actually want to win. And it was confirmed today on the putting green. Look at this. You know, as a kid, this is what you dream up, Ned. Look at the crowd.
Well, this is certainly what you practice for. This, for a closing birdie to force a playoff. Ricky, that was short and that was jabby. He said he hadn't been putting well, and he wasn't lying.
Yeah, that never started online. I think they read it right. He just pushed it. This is like you said, he just didn't want it. This needs to be about a ball and a half, right to left, up the hill, be aggressive. He said he's been playing good all day, been putting good all day. Confident stroke here. Let's get a playoff.
And what was docile now has become quite daunting. It was 10 feet that now looks like 10 miles. He's had some big moments in his career, but this one certainly will give him the heartbeat of a hummingbird. Has to have it. and it won't go down. The 2025 Grass League Championship will go to the Ruffles. Ryan and Gabby Ruffles, the brother and sister who set the record at 13 under par.
Dave Roberts has another trophy to put on his mantle.
And they're being mobbed by their teammates. 13 under today, 21 under the winning score. They dodged a couple coming home.
Damn. A shoe is just a shoe until someone steps into it, Ned, and then it has meaning. Gabriella Ruffles has arrived.
The Ruffles rejoicing with their team, and they have been smiling all day long. And so much to smile about because they just kept ripping off birdies. But when they teed off, you wouldn't have thought they were going to be even in contention. Improbable would be an understatement. The first brother and sister duo to win on the Grass League. The Aussies, the Ruffles, the LA Roses. Congratulations.
Just do what I do. What it looks like, good life, just cruise. Better vibes, better views. Kick it on back like we on vacation. Get them on their feet like I stand in ovation. Switch it up, let me see you get up and shake it. Shake it. Soak up the sun, rinse and repeat. Coming in looking like a VIP. It's a good time, just say la vie. Living my best life.
The lights are on, the music is up, and the championship has been decided. They started the day, did the brother and sister duo of Gabriella Ruffles and Ryan Ruffles. They started the day 4 shots behind, 8 under. That's a lot of space to make up. Not only did they close the gap, they did one better, 21 under, and well, this was the story of the day. Yeah, they hit good shots, but Gabriella Ruffles made everything she looked at, and the couple of times she missed, guess what her brother did? The Ruffles were just remarkable across the board. Kept tacking on birdies, a 2 after a 2, and then here at the 16th. You might have thought, okay, this is when momentum changes. Just watch this shot, listen to it. Watch it and listen. Landed right in the center of the hole, bounced out to 20 feet, and it was an unmakeable putt. So they made par, had to have birdie at the last. Guess who? As clutch as it gets. A woman who is making her mark on the LPGA Tour. and now a winner in the Grass League. This is big time. This is the biggest of times. You've got a rising star in the women's game, now a fully cemented star in your game, in this game, in high-stakes par 3 golf.
I said earlier, Gabriella Ruffles is in her prime. All of the things she's done in the past, she is entering her prime. And it is so fun to see. And family is a theme around here. You got to wonder what the Ruffles family dinner is going to be like the next time they all get together.
And you have to hurt a little bit for Lucas and Ryan because that last putt, it was there for the taking, and they just weren't able to convert. And they'll come up one shy, the overnight leaders at 12 under, but there's going to be LA Roses. There's going to be a celebration tonight.
I can attest to that. Joey Ream, Mitchell McCarthy, Dave Roberts might be having a little cocktail tonight. Now he's got another win under his belt.
Well, let's get it down to our man Ricky Barnes, who is standing alongside our champions.
Thank you very much. To the 2025 Grass League Championship winners, Ryan and Gabrielle Ruffles. Give us a little insight. I know you guys teed up about a year and a half against, the leaders. We caught you right on the 10th or 11th hole. Kittleson and Stoltz said you'd been playing great all day. You had to wait around. What was it like? We saw a great shot into 17, but what was it like waiting around, watching you guys hit good shots coming in compared to where you guys were at, sitting at the lead? And we cut the.
We were at 21, not 20. Gabby holed another very impressive putt on the last hole, and she was doing that all day. So full credit to her. She made more putts than I've ever seen any one hole in 18 holes. So.
You actually did hit the shot into 18, so let's be honest. Gabby, I know this is a little bit of a different feeling coming out. The have here, brother, it's a different atmosphere than playing in solo golf, individual golf on the LPGA Tour. What can you say by having your brother be with you, to win the actual Grass League Championship 2025?
Yeah, it's not often you get to play with a team like the LA Roses, but especially with your brother. And this is so cool. It's so special and something we're going to remember for a long time.
That's so awesome. Well, without further ado, I want to present Greg DeVincent with Gila River Resort and Casinos to do the honor of presenting you guys with the 2025 Grass League Championship.
All right. On behalf of Grass League and Gila River Resorts and Casinos, congratulations to the Roses on the win.
And this is. Well, congratulations, you guys. What a performance to come from behind, post a number, get the championship. And I'm over to you to present the Grass League season-long championship. I'm going to send it first.
'21 under, brother and sister. You can see it, how proud they are. They're the champions of the 2025 Grass League Championship.
Sunday, 1 p.m.
Hold up. Are you still booking tee times on Golf Now without Golf Pass? Gopher! The best way to book on Golf Now is as a Golf Pass member.
Right. Members get credits to spend on Golf Now tee times at thousands of courses, skip booking fees, and more, saving hundreds.
Rory!
Plus, there are Golf Pass shows and lessons too, like Ask Rory.
So they just call our name and we appear?
Yeah, you get used to it.
When it comes to choosing a law firm, you have options, but choosing the right one can make all the difference. At Shapiro Law Team, we specialize in personal injury cases. With over 200 years of combined experience, we know the laws inside and out. Don't trust just anyone with with your case. Trust the experts who will fight for your rights. It's your case, your recovery, your justice.
It's not about hype or luck. It's about optimization. To live stronger, think clearer, perform better. At Game Day Men's Health, that's the standard. From testosterone optimization and peptide therapy to ED and performance, our science-backed treatments help men reach their full potential. With over 400 clinics across North America, we've got you covered. Because when life demands you at your best, every day is game day.
Well, the big story,
All
not
right, we're
only
back
for
at the
Ruffles winning, it's the season-long points race, and it looks like the San Diego Munis are taking it home in fine fashion. 1,790 points, more than 300 clear of the LA Roses. And Ricky Barnes standing by as well to present that award and that trophy.
Well, we're back down on the 18th green. I got Greg DeVincent with Gila River Resort and Casinos to present the season-long race of the 2025 Grass League Championship. Greg, I'll let you do the honor.
All right, let's do it. We have the Gila River Resorts and Casinos Points Rates Championship Trophy. Congrats to the San Diego Munis, yeah!
I got Kevin Lucas, obviously coming down the stretch. You guys played such great golf. Obviously didn't win this championship, but the season-long championship's where it's at. Obviously, we know Wyndham Clark, one of your team owners. What do you have to say about not only the team, but just the vibe here at Grass League in general?
It's the most amazing thing. I played golf professionally for 10 years, and this far and exceeds any tour event I ever played in. I promise you. This is the coolest thing we've ever done. We got the best team in the world. Like, I feel like it's a Ryder Cup, the SD Munis Ryder Cup. But these guys are awesome, and they fought hard, and we wanted this team championship for this many people instead of just 2 people.
I agree. It shows. Everyone was out watching you guys play the last 5 or 6 holes. Matt, you said Kevin had played a great round. To have everyone out there with you guys, anything else for everyone out there that's wants to tune in or actually get part of a team in the Grass League?
I think it's the best investment you can make. I mean, look around. If you see all these people and the hype around it, and I don't know if it's better than Live, but it seems like it. I've never been out there, but
it's just happy. It's fun. It's happy. Like that's what the world needs right now. It's so much fun. Everybody you see, every volunteer, everybody working, every player, everybody's smiling. There's a brotherhood, not only with us, but every other team. It's awesome.
I agree. Congrats to the Munis. Let's have a night. Yeah. Back to you, Ned.
We're absolutely going to have a big night and a big celebration here as we close out the 2025 Grass League Championship and the season. Todd Dobson, what stands out to you, buddy? How big is this?
I don't know, Ned.
You guys put your heart and soul into
Heart
this.
and soul. And they just missed a putt to go into playoff, man. And that's what they just had to say. There's something different about team golf. There's something different about going on here. It feels like it's the ending of a season, but we're just getting started. I'm so excited to be a part of this, and I'm so excited to be standing here with you, man. It's an honor. Long live the Grass League. That's all I got to say. Love you.
Love you. Love this league. It's righteous. It's, as you heard, goodness, and it's family, and that's exactly what it is. And also want to take a minute to thank our family here, Chris Ohlmeyer and Todd Green, the entire production team, and Toddy, Paige, Sporanic, and of course Ricky Barnes. It has been a sensational season, but a really emotional, wonderful couple of days here in Tempe as we close out the season. It was close. It looked like the overnight leaders were going to get it done, but in the end it was the Ruffles, a brother and a sister, by the way, who has had almost 10 top 10s on the LPGA Tour, made $1.5 million, and I'm not sure that you've seen her smile that big and that bright, except for here under the lights in the Grass League. It's been so great to have your company and to have you as part of the Grass League family. I hope you have enjoyed our time together, and we look forward to doing it again. For now, it's the Ruffles hoisting the hardware. here in Tempe.